who is that all kind of by a tete.
I'm more than cause as I shall about Crana. I'm like more machines cry, midi bono. No mistakes. You know, Australians breakfast now, or more Mujano on no machines are in case be a take a decision in your crana, put my zaposhe. Die in the bin at the inno. Almost try one more day. It's not easy.
What for match we are because game with the referee man who yana just like Okase any machines in the empire or Musam who say okay.
How to come match was a match with like ref, you know, like on wow. Like visa.
Now this is a controversial question. You can choose to answer open so one answer by Giants. Yet the perception of match fixing, betting anyone way among the clubs I will see a kind of more from Ashgood, Tamale City, Lions, Vision. What TB Bisa game and what TB or advice I would be young players and football administrative clubs or organ.
Okay, me teams are born in and TB Bisa say because me particular no that you know me nimu krampuna away intino that on an imagine crunch then you was see another say
wow and that you know I'm a big good cancer the same thing mon can but we see the same problem was Ashanti go there amana ye we near there tinana em so do go I idea as a say league ni din too much say ya mo who te say all kan mo ba ya mo tete nkomo ni bi wechi eze fa baby crema ye agent bi mo ba no mo no bi din nkoma sa da no nyen susu anso mo so pa ezi bi time ka say league ambo mo matches here fix ni ade says nkomo ya mo tibi wechi
ya tv because ya cry quality cry na mo na obafi cry na no mo didun nkoma mo timi ase no di agrobat no kasa no man ana high cause wona boy ya bo ni sente sa but o wachira hunisa uzo quality kasa no man na say it me about when then Montine also found no man now move forward.
But when it was me jam wakoba season no bomber teams in you know. Yeah, there your league you know baby ana could be no dinama or one also you play on time the card. Tiana suspension no. I look cause back
Pep Guardiola now was sent coordinating Jumediano toward the Manchester City, but then he needed to extend his contract for Manchester City till 2027. But so share the long-term project Pep Guardiola taking Manchester City after Senna City, a team no add a lot of trophies under Roberto Mancini and other coaches no taking over no. He needed to step up and make Manchester City compete with some of the big club levels in the English Premiership, the likes of Manchester United. So we'll check the number of trophies now Manchester United that even today before the coming of Pep Guardiola, the difference was quite huge. But then when Pep Guardiola came, you know, he was able to close in for the side of Manchester City. Therefore, was also to imagine the first UEFA Champions League, I would break that particular history in the Manchester City. But so Unya, that kind of sporting director, that he drew that tactical plan for Pep Guardiola to endure that particular success at Manchester City in the expense of Chiki Bergesteiner, Weja Club or Edekwa, then you will get someone at most Obetimi Ababe replace Pep Guardiola after his departure in the year 2027. Now in Comono Air Course within Manchester City camp, one particular personality Etime PM has been a brantia a friend of Vincent Company Osina Kayanasa Ukochi at the mother side of Bayern Munich Football Club. All those in the Zabi Alonso Dean Bata Honkakra and other coaches are nobody ever who say so Munya Pep Guardiola Manako into the retire mode in the year 2027. The only coach who can come and succeed the side of Pep Guardiola or Manchester City, no, Zabi Alonso Dean to me PMO, the side of Vincent Company Dean so to me PMO, but likely the Manchester City board no itimi atepeno. Say so mupe coach the tactical idea, the game plan, the philosophy, it's just the same as Pep Guardiola. Then they would think about Papa Efrensa Vincent Company coming in to rescue Manchester City after the departure of Pep Guardiola. That was the reason why Bayern Munich that was I think 3 days or 4 days ago, they announced the contract extension of Vincent Company till 2027 because they knew very well so many teams extended the contract of Vincent Company I'm an 2027. That's some him and the contract running out. Now Pep Guardiola so contractor cost for Manchester City also running out within that same season. Now, definitely Manchester City can easily come in and snatch Papa Evans Servicing Company from Bayern Munich Football Club to the side of Manchester City. That some command course, I was very, very, very happy because of say so what Servicing Company modern or body man the side of Bayern Munich Football Club, especially with this particular season. It is something spectacular in the eyes of this particular young coach or Bondebra Ediama the side of Bayern Munich. We shouldn't forget say, at the time I know the English Premiership, he took that club from championship side into the English Premiership or board that season we or the relegation. Bayern Munich needed to buy him from his contract 10 to 12 million euros, number 2 from the contract, and then he needed to represent Bayern Munich as a coach. After the time, 2 months to kill every football club in Monaco. Now, since last season, he has been able to win a majority of his games, especially with this particular season. So he starts now he was able to win, that is in all of the games, 67 matches, 49 wins, 9 draws, and 9 losses for the side of his own company. But especially with this particular season, he has played 12 games. Winning that games in this particular season. So we'll check the number of goals that were conceded the Bayern Munich Football Club. It has been 9 goals conceded. We're winning the Bundesliga. We currently, as we speak, so we'll share the Champions League spot now. He is leading with Bayern Munich Football Club. Was also winning the Super Cup Winners' Cup in the German domestic league, and that tells you say he has been that coach for Bayern Munich this particular season. In terms of goals that he has been able to score, 46 goals in the last 12 games that he has played for Bayern Munich Football Club this particular season. It tells you that his own company is up for a majority taxa or born hormone in the other side of Bayern Munich Football Club. But at this particular crucial moment, so the contract is running out in the year 2027. That's a hope will be able to replace Pep Guardiola. That's a Manchester City for person almost snatching from the hands of Bayern Munich Football Club into Manchester City. I think that it will be easy because of the relationship, because of the kind of things that were built with the Manchester City when he was coming to that particular.
Ababa be rum kama pray to me Mountain pray while joining why you shot come out draw a day banner yadia. I know Eddie ni na wono ye be rabbit me the ama ye be call amanone no and dey take headlines no the air classico anyam watch na Japan na timi atodwa na ujiri say anyway si akọ ma wadwe chenumbra obetimi ajoin live on Facebook kokwa Fakye TV wa follow wa like wa share wa comment and Fakye TV on YouTube o join ho also wa bomodia follow wa like wa share wa comment na boa na ne ma de da ye pa etimi area ma ho na de de ma wa obetimi dia fire WhatsApp line so ye brand akeke timi era ma 020-754-3637 020-754-3637 ye kekan emfa mountain ade mienu ebehwe na ye rewura mu no eye the air classico etodwa e was Spain and also echi no enra humiliating scoreline akrobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko ekoko tistiye orwani chemu o Morocco mpatama dia na aka erifa onra 5-1 aggregate 6-1 aboa ama work for na advance ya omo ekwa run the group stage and modern mono sign asi hu no na oye happy result na be dia na beka etimi ere afa ho ni yere bre na edi nkomo na eba beto ma pe emze ndi be 2 hours squad e club na confirm se abet amwa ya san tono oko na wakwakuru amakwakwu ejuma wo Libya ti ama fans no omo apa like akra ni nyina mo na no pay ye bre na ye didi de ho nkomo maka se Saturday ye bomode aboafo no ye bobo so a edema ball digital satellite and open decoder na original one obe enjoy football na ne boro wo for party a ball digital satellite ohre no aboa wo wadi chemu abepo ship ma obomode na nyonya no enyo no nko asidani bi nko entimi enfama dank nature healthcare complex ya kere acho zenne enamu ya ye no mo na specialist ojuma omobono wo ne ade ano edin pa oro de leze omo mu eye ejuma ko na je waya isa Millennium Constructions o amano ne wo Ghana o pese wusifie e fa na sase wo ne ma bia omo na be contact omo ne ahwe na ya bo na ne ma de di pa etimi era ma na ya junction motion omo ho a omo ye ejuma Ghana bebia omejuma no kokoro mo Gentleman Dental Clinic se make em fan cho zebra
na bra be run am one to no and the ye kama so no entimi emfa emma na se den ra na meka etimi ere atcho no e no no we HMA Royal Age me pa ko na koko romo maso ye ye penipa no oha omoye mema from 18 to 48 years yeri omoko akwako romo Dubai na mako akwako cleaners na simple kra yama didadia na jeze omo ebetimi atransi joraway erafi benade di enim no na interview na cause you by interview na automatically o qualify so yero beko akwako ramtu kwa wo CBV afaka wona do passport no etimi aka ho Royal Age edo beko akwako romo Dubai na so akwako cleaning job when you craft 4,000 to 5,000 Ghana cedi no timi ereba eno echi no Habib Mohammed Maestro Ricardo Varas e wa aroma pese mu ni beba ye beba fie na ya ba bedi nkomo nra na nsuo bo wa kase bo nkase petepete so emze we dia bidia brada mpa na nra ehunu o Morocco no na Ghana ye football no problem ne saying call 4 years ago has koji 6-1 and the protocol akọ aksan kwakoje 5-1 na ebi kra kase sa date 24th October no yetimi delete fi ye calendar mu anke bebo apa because same date 4 years ago and a has koji 6-1 and no ya sa dana kotokon so akọje 5-1 difference is a woman no me dis embrace no ye bre ni akana bo na nema ade da year about 020754 3637 020754 margin chanemra ye ra quick me buy up me man e ba ene Saturday oba be breaking it down attaching it down ajeja mu yompo obebie mu na nsema wodo na afia amano ne aba ye re quick oba ya pede aka eto aso re amamu Juma die kese no so sto yera sutima ye boy juma bo amane ma de da ye pretimi ya ma ntu join ya obetimi a join ye na abo na ntutu no etimi ade da ye ba na ye ramo amano ne kenaba o de ye baba be ramo wana kin bi aboko de ne ma de da ye de
nyame adom bra kwaku na anopai o situation it say
oh yeah manage na no I enjoy game ne de
oh yes game ni chance your first goal no bantem do
oh, okay
but kotoko etimi react here but minim de see here but football there no ma be bring room o say admit da be ka say the football no compare the Maghrebian countries na almost no say and right even so the entire stadium the atmosphere and it said the normal correct me say indeed work level no was no say even nya kotoko Ghana your football no we share the Moroccans na and of late you show omo club side no omo national teams omo prepare omo ye bi omo kiki bibi omo deserve it because our quality of players omo wa kwaku ye be fa nsa
adi sikana alon call for koji ana mo ye mpa bo mo de koya na matra so
oh that it true bi no
edu we na be ye bi aka o
edu bi na adi na ede
enti mo di sikara kwa ala se mo de ye jo
oh that said to turn no ma
o ba share 5-1 ye be ye zika
na ka be brosa
hey ken da bi e ma me convince alopo ye be ye be ji zika
ya nso anu an ka be brosa So time I first go to buy.
Yeah.
Tina was say sorry. Yes, I can you cry.
And you now repeat it like a comment.
Oh, keep it do be nine.
Sa. And to mo pipe ball the about 5. To mo pipe puli. Like a mambo.
Can you?
Can ramere who you? Keza man on there.
Nyami atom. A classico which na ebetodwa. And various league matches ebeba so. Nsempi neba. Lamine Shama akwadaa no ye relax. Na Vini Junior. Hey, masa ma wotumi o. Ma wotumi. Make a last speaking best story be say one gay bi o eating conversation about ama ne girlfriend ankasa aba bonti girl no ese we cheating we jive Vini aba bonti abepa acho. Girl no say obesan ay reunion wa man conditions. Wama Vini Junior conditions. Yeah, the one say me na the ba. Benzema so
No Benzema dey o yesa nkofo no mo kasa obat.
O kasa na kise go.
Enye nti na on pe kasa bebrebe no. On dey kasa dey sometimes they can enye crowd. O ye nkofo na zo mo bo ma dwene bi nti na on time kasa no ne we ya. Ba ozo uni apa like kakra.
Oh, apa like.
Ba no dey. Remember that city ya na e o dey. To them am jamu ma na breaking it down. Touching it.
Say okofa na say hauza kokuna be fana.
Oze me kofa. Ke me feel well. Na oze from na no de ba nyina oze say me ampa me sheda didi ni ade ade. Wa
ankasa so de ubo di anka mfa
me fendi agro. Me nyo ki kra okay.
Obana wa baba musa na wote wan se ni patre dia.
So ye me nko a.
So wa wo ye brani mu a.
Yeah.
Wo so why buy friend to uba bia soso.
Me nyo ki kra okay.
Uba bread me me so
nyo ki kra okay.
So uba bia soso.
And then share am fa house waje kotoko fo yi sika dia ma wa share 5-1 ye no wa asem ka le ye no wa asem ka waje sika dia ma wa share 5-1 ken ye no wa asem ka o
mo ne mo wa asem ka
now so for ma ejidezi ko she
that say adman there e bi de bi achi nti nkofo de no osen ye yen kan sa
ken
kwakwe
ya go.
You're breaking it down, touching it down, knocking it down. Ne jeja mu yom power man on insem ne Saturday. Ano pedra no pose ya adaje ni poso baby awu de bia no yema me pacho. E kon lafia na waje so me pacho sanuka de. Na bia so ye kama woda wo sofa no. Woda wo bed no. Na bia so etima ye kama. Ensem pi na ba na me pacho de teniem. Mama nsha se e wo work of Morocco. And wo mu dia samaye na mama Hakim Ziyech. Na memfa confirmation emfa emamo esa officially omo diabetudwa esa with that etima confirm esa omo san boy na your friend Hakim Ziyech esa me patcho 1.5 year omra no me badwuma emfa emma wo mo enti esa reporter na no anta me be breaking it down etima mo esa Moroccan star Hakim Ziyech or babo ediama with that. And the confirmation enya are breaking it down. So run 1.5 season or Papa Juma. Eso me bia so tma ye kama enu edeba Mami Ika Casillas former Real Madrid and a Spanish national team goalkeeper na me patro me ye dwuma bi oni fie amamo na Ika Casillas akronfo etima bawra mo ni fie akwa robeno na ye wra no we ye akronfo a o me akronfo tachu amoa ye ka akronfo tachu amoa na sa akronfo mo fie wankasa ono ankasa no nipa na awia no na ye wra man patro de tenie yes, some pay the security guard and an housekeeper and we are opening a friend or Ika Casillas. Now, Uraman housekeeper and the security guard and we are worried for the housekeeper. Nukunu and a security guard and omni Ika Casillas etifie and omni eya juma. Now, yes, no more fan a worth of 200,000 euros. Now, yes, I watches. Now, watches in normal bear, a luxurious, and one fire. Now, there, omoye, sa omakoto fake, and you counterfeit, and omakopasa counterfeit copies, and omabe for original. And Ika Casillas, the woman I know, any luxury watches, a original, and omako fair. Me patro fake ni be, me patro moro for there na omakopebi. And one diaba into Oma for original, no fake na to na when Ike, yes, or call a program okope watch ni bi adamia ne nsa okope no ma bia gunu krom na okope perfume bi eso de gunu a okwa adem na ha of fire massa adan original ya maso me no kasa police fortune ram investigation eso ram ho na official omo page tum esa ampa ya desa omo fa de no omo for original na omo di fake na aba enu e de ba mi chamom mami Inter Miami omo results na me nya adwuma mamo enanu adan me breaking it down ese nana kuntunkuni mercy ababaka oya adwuma oni team training na rama game ni team toka ema Messi abo 2 goals Messi ni tabiani ginam esa bele woso aba Messi abo 2 goals o team ema team na winning 3-1 eta me patro team your friend Nashville ema bia kwa 1 kwa 3-1 enu ede ba ye jejamo eso adamamo na me patro mami Messi ni video na bra watching MLS Golden Boot on a top scorer Messi record na no den na Uraman Patro Commissioner your friend Don Gaba and a presentation at my Messi abra the MLS Golden Boot man as a top scorer the man with 29 goals on 17 season as a MLS calendar year in a particular season na obiache goals they were obiache more goals na kuntunkuni Messi and etuma sa dentinwa omo donate and omo present and Golden Boot at the man the commissioner Don Gaba and yes adianom asodima Messi ma bia asotimi afa na me patcho Messi amazing goal na mamle header goal no na obia ehwe bia no Messi goal we nkrofo eka wonsam Messi goal we ayede hwe Messi goal na wodini tiwe Messi panyan one time funny team shall go no one in the shall with the Manchester United the Emre Ben or Wembley at the Etia mom Messi did the teacher go obey BB no the ball at that Tottenham and no Messi at that goal and your church I'm breaking it down as for at mom now after the game Mame abrana all swapping in Jesse na ultra video na no day one boy na me pacha ta honey or no NSL go back to toka Edman Nashville na one boy no as swapping Jesse am a bear come a legend there or game new year or beer penny Jesse na one shagwa or bad alcohol muta go and to give me penny muta was so senior my man me share back consolation bi no atima yetim no ma yense Jessica kra eno kwa so de me pacho eso eba na bia so etimi yakama eno edeba mam anasa omo images no omo rifle na no atem Beckham eso ewura mu on Victoria Beckham ne wife no mtimi touch it down ehwe ma bia so yakama na no adado ewura mu Elbra na Inter Miami omo eje omo training na wone Masharano ekodi nkoma me video ne pre enu ana wurama we ko ona na so so ebia wa wo hwe game no ama bia so atma fan enu edetawa ye church ama breaking it down na ya touching it down mami al nasal omo me pacho mu team na rival misunku malewa ogudu bye Ronaldo any the team no eso anya attach it down all kwase eno mu kopa adwuma na all kwase na utwe opanyini horike Jesus eso na attach it down kwakọ prepare the game etima toja na break kama ene ebo 6 pm na Al Hazen Ebebo against Al Nassr enu deba aye jam adamam e wotuma no so na me patcho ma me Benzema na enu Al Hilal achitima your friend Al Ittihad e was Saudi League no ebom 2-0 na enu game ba na wie na Urama patcho boya anopanya friend Benzema popology striker na ne bofu papa yobusa so panya na Sergio Conceição ya just so far Urama currently Al Ittihad at the 7th our league table no so na Al Hilal so abena the 3rd position our Saudi league table no said the normal ete eno na enye busa Benzema erse mo manager your Sergio Conceição ya just also to also was so many time na yente sama Benzema eso editu dwabra na buafu
Conceição needs more time.
I'm talking about the players. The coach, if you want something to him, ask him. It's not my business, my friend, okay?
Na your said does Conceição need more time. Benzema son or Casaba players on some champions, but almost starting in your post and was on no coach na sem mu asema mu nkobisa coach no and any business. It's not my business, my friend. And we a journalist and friend, my friend, you know. And we a Benzema, Popology striker, Karim Benzema, no Mustafa, and another prof, no. Also one time Kasai so be so one time Kasana and Bufua, Masani just hot to Tade, and also Copa Habain, Adibetuna Pompum, and that's how Jacobatrin Sekai, and no Deba, Mammy, a Christian Pulisic, and one award to look in Sakai, Urama Serie A. Player of the Month award and no omutemano a player kama a brand game epetuga a similar game epabaso na me patronya image na upon some Christian Pulisic at the age of 27 or no and a Serie A a player of the month award or omutemano a kama biasu etimi kama a image no images ma no matter them na biasu ayekama and no edeba ye jamo aso edama e so and some pinaba me pacho enwechi no uramanwa esimlan game no etimi toga e was Serie A no na ebo 2-2 na otwa no game chance anche na Rafael Leao etimi atuat na edima tima ye friend Milan no kukuma ansakra na boy na Quadrado eso ete ama pizza enwechi boy na friend Zola esunya second goal my pizza and son of boy bako so penya equalizer at ama Milan ama biaso ayekama and we attack me and the equalizer ama biaso ya kama game pana we na akwa 2-2 na so AC Milan omo bo against newly promoted side omo bre papa on some pizza epo 2-2 or San Siro enya no 23rd August omo side epo against newly promoted side and also San Siro newly promoted side ebe twa wo na 2-1 and no edge die chechamo na you breaking it down na enra me pacho Luka Modric and a man of the match na say man of the match tracker AC Milan uko Roma me pacho ma yamfama and no man of the match no so far this particular season man of the match tracker Uramo AC Milan all competitions Modric and Ajeto what man of the match Makuma 3 and a Christian Pulisic man of the match 2 and a Rafael Leao as for Ajabako and no Edetaum na Luka Modric man of the match again peace and no or decisive assist and no or provide a boy nyasan kanwa na enya kwame for ya duma pa na Luka Modric ya seen one and for after draw 2-2 draw with a pizza na it's enya kwa o pay listen be with all due respect to the newly promoted side pizza just was sent winning home games also winning only our fourth and say a drop 2 points esa enye eno edeba Masalegre eno empacho AC Milan boss no manager was after going up 1-0 na was some killing game na stretch too much lost clarity was some learning how to manage moments better no Max Allegri and a Jatuga na and game se betoga so was Serie A but when Pema Parmani Como but Udinese Lecce but Napoli Inter Milan but Cremonese but Atalanta and we are 6:45 and which was Torino by 11:30 a.m. Amo Genoa Hellas Verona but Cagliari Calcio and we are 2 p.m. Sassuolo Roma Roma, and Fiorentina, Bologna, Lazio, Juventus, and he had 7:45, and as I came to the say I go to the when you know Colusus, I came to China. Na so epetima ya se eja epetima kuni chemo eno edemete na mamingwa na mnya adwuma eso France friendly championne na memfa emamom ni nyina so Roma no Paris FC and Nantes a boy Paris Nantes akokotwa Paris FC kamienu a omote kanmu baako Roma El Arabi etimi shego and Ablin and baako ka odima Nantes team no na se no ma kama eso edima Nantes bobo ekono na ukoroma mame emfama ese French league championne games awodo epetoka na games a etoka ubramana Brestois PSG and 3 p.m. na Monaco Apple Toulouse and 5 p.m. Lens Olympique Marseille and 7 p.m. na Ramotina Lille Bomet and 2 p.m. na Angers Lorraine and 4:15 na Roma Rennes Nice 4:15 na Lyon Strasbourg and 7:45 na Nantes a winning game no me pacho omu players and supporters omu Germany papa omu crowd the traveling fans omu away and to supporters e di omu chi na e was omu koko show appreciation e was omu kwada omu say so omu bemo motivation omu timi apa winning game ama bia so timi ya kama eno e de da ye jeja mom na ya breaking it down na ya touching it down na ya knocking it down eso e jama mo e odwuma do no so mame Paul Popo, la bille possibility cobra popa, and ya Paul Popa, the maintenance set up Pia, Menya sure, reporter Bassa Paul Popa, Biawon to me Ensiaka, Emma Monaco answer, near Roma November, international break, the maintain, Essa Paul Popo, la bille possibility cobra popa, Obetmesiakaya, just a after November, international break, and Obetmiabo, start the fitness and all. And your shops are on person canoma boom. No open panel piazzo ayakama, and no edgao, Mamma Piache, Nina Joao Neves, and no Timmy Ramon, a training kakra etima a Piache, that's Enra, Waba back on the field, all your training, now Enra open Ramon before Piachi training, Ewa Kamono, a place on Matan Chakra, a place on Prayer, a place also celebrate you or now I was some celebrate to omo ananwa da against Leverkusen omo kopia goals no na e was omo congratulate to omo na was omo celebrate to omo and your goal scorers our Champions League game na no PSG be born Bay Arena and omo e congratulate to omo atwama bia so atma kama eno e de eba na me pacho ma me Joao Neves one ne girlfriend no na onsa girlfriend ni na ne girlfriend ababon tidin sempia tuka your friend Madalena Aragao ono Joao Neves girlfriend na wase secret bi ho Joao Neves oshegwa ni go celebration fato so ne image nice one there wase gentia I just never shegwa where some celebration went on girl as on your secret behind some celebration on a church and you put again sad time was omo family I just omo wafa omo tete akire edi so mu shom ho ana obi fro bi o phone na say o chance I love you once omo page omo nsa manom omo your fingers no 1 2 3 no mo ja che abushafo no so pasa I love you to omo Ghana omo family members omo shom ho na omo ka I love you aja chewa omo nsa no oya no 1 2 3 Nensatian no woyi miensa say I love you sa na by the friend Joao Neves o perfume wo sua enti abra wo share the first goal omo ehun say Joao Neves ayesa no Nensatian miensa wayi again saden osuye na o ne boyfriend osumpa ese na ade na omo ye ne fie and some family members eche wo donom and the boyfriend no so ache sampa abusa no obebam wafa wo dey celebration o shegwa o je ere ritual o shegwa o ye no ede eba mamimram e wo Bundesliga and no Werder Bremen and Union Berlin Berlin so at the pem so am the home team and you have Werder Bremen Union Berlin Pomo Kabakwa Omo Antimante na Roma na Bundesliga game sebetoda say na etem Augsburg RB Leipzig 130 and Borussia Mönchengladbach 130 Omne Bayern Munchen at the Buffintamo and watch Frankfurt 130 Omne St. Pauli and Bapem Hamburg 130 on Wolfsburg Hoffenheim Hettenham Hoffenheim and Hettenham and a Papa 130 and a secret Duna Park and your Dortmund FC Cologne na Roma Leverkusen Bayern 230 on Freiburg Papa Stuttgart 430 on Mainz so Ajapem so na Biaso Ayekama na Roma Bayern Munchen Gema na Borussia Mönchengladbach Papa outer Timo Jamal Musiala we out 20 more Alfonso Davies and a Hiroki Aito omuna auto afe no maru cover moba omunti ensiaka and we are there pamamramo Premier League no Friday night football and we are game back to na Leeds United aso aboy against West Ham crowd pay and we Leeds United at West Ham bom 2-1 and no results to ye cham adama moduma so na ensem pina by 2025-2026 West Ham United West League start since 1988-89 Omon Shasia Sada na unim say me patcho sa season West Ham and Shasia Papanom Arsenal G League no enti Osoko was 1-1 Asate was ato 1988-89 season West Ham United and a West League start League no man shall say 1988-89 Arsenal Energy League no entafi West Ham season no man shall say Arsenal Bejana and no Edeba West Ham West start to a Premier League season no they have only 4 points after 9 games after 9 Premier League games West Ham was just 4 points and no temper and no Edjamam na Nuno Espirito Santo West Ham United or preferred to mano or no son wise and Postecoglou Leeds United upon 2-1 and watch Brentford upon 2-0 and watch Arsenal upon 2-0 and on the Everton so a ball a 1-1 draw enti Jawaya there draw Otifia Olusu or Krawa Olusu and your aunt Postecoglou na no after the game what in some people yente sama Nuno Espirito Santo aso adituga abra so fa no enkoye aso emfama no West Ham United yente sama odituga.
No, how would you describe the way your team started this evening?
Bad, very, very bad. Yeah, very bad. We started the game very bad.
What do you put that down to?
Lack of focus, concentration, the way we approached the first situation on the box. We allowed the first contact. We allowed the second shot on target. So then a corner, very bad.
No. How would you?
I know. Nuno Espirito Santo. West Ham boss was say on Juma now a moment of sadness was say bad, very, very bad. And no and summer or Jatuga. Now and the Premier League game Sepetoga about 2 p.m. Chelsea Sunderland and a 2 p.m. Newcastle was St. James's Park when Fulham Manchester United Brighton and here 4:30 no Brentford about 7 p.m. of the Liverpool at the PM so about 2 p.m. Bournemouth Nottingham Forest Arsenal 2 p.m. on the Crystal Palace at the PM so Aston Villa about 2 p.m. or Villa Park 1 Man City 2 p.m. Wolves Burnley 2 p.m. Everton Tottenham 4:30 na Biaso at my camera now so far Bruno Fernandes also or the game number 300 so at Manchester United and gamer United Bubble and you Bruno ni game number 300 and so far my present a set kama edamano or my church and no 300 so far Obama Manchester United wabo game number 100 wabo game number 200 and wabo game 299 and a game number 300 at the Manchester United and you Bruno Fernandes na yebisa Bruno essa so far obe consider essa obe fi Manchester United and answer there or see that be on consider any move away from Manchester United until say World Cup no abana wie so no obe fi Manchester United just a World Cup essa abana wie na Bruno akan sempi yenten sama Bruno Fernandes attitude was one thing all mix ahead of the 300 Manchester United appearance now captain say and what did you do?
No, it's very proud. It's a privilege, an honor. This is far from everything I've dreamed about, I just wanted to play football when I was a kid, and now getting into this club and having the chance to play 300 times for this club is it's something very, very grateful for me. No, it's
and yeah, Captain Bruno Fernandes. Now he signed a contract with United. About 2027. Now, or option for additional year. Now, almost the clause we ask him. As a boss a TB penam or betimi akro 18 bill almost outside England. A boss 56.68 million pounds and on Betama United 65 million euros. Now, Oma provided and summer trigger. Now, no man why coming with 50 numko and no edeba ye jama breaking it down as so edama on Captain Bruno Fernandes and some pino the tuga no Bruno ni copy mine my image I don't think that copy mine is a competitor and no and some or job tuga no what so when you say copy mine I am a competitor because Akodani capable of doing it or better in a different way and no I was say a different player and no I am sama Bruno Jatuga was essential and some pino jumpa Manchester United. Man United concerns, United for raising concerns with a Premier League over midweek fixtures. Almost many of midweek fixtures. United for them in the 12 weeks between October 5 and December 2025. United will play only one home match on a weekend against Brighton and Hove Albion on Saturday. Now, said midweek matches. So I'm a papa on Old Trafford. A midweek and I'm a papa and no Dawa United. So for my express, this is fact. Almost that be normal and co and farmer when you're satisfied. As so I must say, almost midweek home matches and they are and no by a jamon. As so at the Amamo and Sepina Jamu at the Amamo. You so our Benjamin Sesko, Mammy and Juma Amamon. Now Benjamin Sesko. So far, also Akasa, Manchester United teammate with one word, or you should describe it any teammate of Manchester United.
That we've got Bruno.
Yeah, I would go for intelligence.
Go on, why intelligence?
Because he's scanning the game.
Of some of the new signings, so Mbumo.
I would like to put speed to him.
Speed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's incredible fast. Once you start running, he's just increasing speed. And obviously the finishing, cutting inside, he's a typical one.
Next up, Cunha.
Magic.
Yeah. Why'd you go for that one?
Always finds a way out, even if there is 3 players can press him. He will always finds a way out. Yeah. And that impresses me a lot.
Benjamin Sesko describing teammate to United. Obia with one word, a magic, a speed. And what Mommy Chelsea, the new trophy war, Chelsea Ukokopana, Omo trophy war, hey, Chelsea Club World Cup with Omajo, and Omote upon Omacho, FIFA Club World Cup 2025, and no Ukokopana. So far, Omo trophy war, and Omo updating on. Now Liam Delap Ababak and Chelsea training. You say Liam Delap, Obaka and Enzo Fernandez, me pacho or can some fan home, Emma Enzo Maresca. Eso Ebeka some fan home. Eso we next week. Liam Delap, Ebetma joining group, or Betma back and yes, Sportino, Koban, Liam Delap, as I trainer, so Bertma, I'm a Biaso Ayakama, the fact data, yes, already one bar, a full team training on, and no HS or bear on cross training for Bay Week now, Mono, Sajanoma Esiko, and so on some game, I'm not bar, what to me up, now call Palmer, on some Aminia to my morning answer plan, and it's on Palmer, plenty of time. I'm fully recover. Na say normal player heading now. What me pepasa. Ne come back no banners and normal them sound mind. And what the ebeba na biaso aye kama. And no edge dawa ye jejamo. Eso ejama monko pama. So say indicate and some fans no. Omo epenya botre ejama ko pama. Said about a groin injury no. Or perfect no para Chelsea training. And no and that's why ye jejamo you breaking it down. Now you're touching it down. Na ya knocking it down at the amamon. Na mame ensanya jumapi. Eso emfa emamo. Enzo Maresca was still on a mandate from club and also on focus on long term. Air fitness. Basa equipu squad, fit. So on performing at their best throughout the season. And we Enzo Maresca and Tobia Bra. And you can say almost 4 Quadano and almost Roshobia. Mami Chelsea 70-year-old boy. Reggie Walsh. Na Sir Reggie Walsh, Aquadana signed the first professional contract with Chelsea after turning 17 years. Now, so far 17 years, 2 days. And Reggie Walsh, was Chelsea youngest ever UCL player after coming off the bench against Ajax. Aquadano the contract on Sam. Now, Mami Chelsea Aquadano on her friend Nicole Jazuli. Nicole Jazuli, me pacha Aquadano so yes so high, high pro around Aquadano, and it says so better next Jude Bellingham, Sir Nicole Jazuli no, yes on the bed the next Jude Bellingham, Aquadano Dansono, yes Aquadano to ball. When you born a ball, now Pep Guardiola, as for Akasa, was it's like Liverpool are done. But ya catch us say Liverpool, Emperor back Liverpool, Omunye, and yes, I jeans some more, and yes, Liverpool, Mazupe, Omasa, now Liverpool was said will be back.
And Liverpool is already done, and now looks like Liverpool is done. And I tell you that they will be back. So I said many times, so I know all the pundits, all the.
Mame Ryan Schalke, and now Man City training. Na unya pacho shabo sankodano onye adwumanite onimye masa ano den eno Ryan Schalke no obeka Pep Guardiola beti no nkomo abana basa kodano is like Florent Vet na o se onimpo no bom na o san eyobi a o de pe opesa ball no eba ne nchen na de bia o de ball manager pe o de ball no eso eye eno ensam owura na de tu gafa no na ma me semenyo Antoine Semenyo Eswakasa Abasa or Depacha one fana Rachel Upeka Premier League chassis Omugema Omoni Liverpool boy or Rabia or Rachel what Busun saw Depacha no so on function Yente Semenyo.
Right, and it's nearly at breaking point to be honest, but I'm happy I conducted myself the right way and not done anything and just reported it to the Premier League. I'm even at a point where I've forgiven the person at Liverpool. I'm just going to move on from it. In the moment I wanted to do something and I wanted to retaliate, but I knew that wasn't the right thing to do.
Last few years I had quite a bit of racism.
Yeah. How would you say it impacts you?
Definitely affects how your mental well-being and how you generally feel as a human being.
With me experiencing it, it's like demoralizing. You start questioning yourself, start questioning your character.
Yeah.
What's wrong with my skin color, kind of thing. And
na Anthony Ariola ono Semenyo manager no na ono so kasa kwanya Semenyo epetimi abaye even better as an excellent starter when you season we mo was he can get better na areas bia opetimi improve no yente Anthony Ariola.
Believe there is more in the tank and he can get even better.
Yes, I think he can get better. Yes, I think there are areas that he knows he has to improve and he is improving. And I think all the players can get better. But Antoine, yes, definitely, yes.
enu ye Ariola no mami ngam wala liga na menya adwuma ona classico no mami tinsim the enua fighting and football back to Spain na Real Sociedad omoche Sevilla ebomu 2-1 na urama so far games Portugal La Liga this weekend and ebo 12 no na wia prem to bre enu ya Girona ebo Real Oviedo enu chi Espanyol ebo 2:15 na obo Elche Athletic Club ebo 4:30 obo Atefe ebo 7 p.m. na Valencia ebo Villarreal enu chi ochina ebo 1 p.m. Real Mallorca ebo Levante and extra 3:15 El Clasico and Real Madrid Barcelona omo pepo na ebo 5:30 Osasuna and Celta Vigo so the appearance na Rayo Vallecano and Deportivo Alaves ochina 8 p.m. almost game no atimi apaso na biaso ayekama na Jamaica Athletic Bilbao eba Iñaki Williams ananwanta opraye abrano mo ball against Qarabağ our Champions League na yeso wa sofa severe muscle injury and a boy nanya so far the right leg won aka Jamaica medical report o ma issue no asa boy no obetra ncha kakra no free Iñaki Williams na so eba mi checha mo eso adama mo dwuma de no so na maminya adwuma me pacho Gerard Piqué eso kasa ni nyina Lamine Yamal against Real Madrid was no a lot of criticism and omoja call Lamine Yamal so Gerard Piqué was it to be criticized by Real Madrid fans for a ransom na kwadano kwaka you know understandable na omo wish player like Lamine eni kwaso kasa asem no or say no Piqué or show sa kwani dream and say obe better player na e was say omo accept Lamine Yamal still we akwada until somebody in some more kind of Gerard Piqué was a pass a better winning Clasico. Why not? Real Madrid doesn't win their matches easily. Anything can happen. And no and some Piqué as to Edia Tuga na Hansi Flick and one of the twins of Barcelona and penning for side the appeal as I Edia Kwakotum Nina Ekwansano penning red card or dear so better dugout. I'm a black camera and no Roma the Spanish Football Federation cast. As I rejected, and I said, "Oh, today I want to be to our bench." And for my Rafinha and wife, na Rafinha wife, I had Debia Mania Sonano Pai, while one IG page at the encouragement, encouraging message. No, or say he will come back stronger. And I'm here as usual. And Ode Akomani Kuno, Nina sa Classico Nukuno Mobi, no Rafinha Classico no Mobi, no Nina sa almost say and yes back. Then the progress and all and the antimama quickly enough. And the normal I slow down. I'm an into Mobi. Yes, I have boy and Papa Rafinha and Yapa as a Classico no on to Mobi. No me patcho or away on also the same be Edo Eddie Atuga. Na Rafinha and also about what dinema as well to position bia so fire part about so na Rafinha and someone can say kinema top 5 of the best Brazilian players omo up Barcelona na top 5 Brazilian players omo Barcelona no Neymar and the Dikan was a top Brazilian player and on the Ronaldinho about second and on the Rivaldo about third and what the Romario about 5 and what the Ronaldo about A5 so far the 5 best Brazilian players are Rafinha Somabo at the Ama Mepacho Brazil and when you are Jajamo as from Jota Georgie or when or Lamine Yamal at Mikwasha Madrid na se ekobasa ni video na no dey Benjamin tattoo eso e dey ato no ho na owura fan Jordi Jota and the sampa to ma ni video no e dey Jota Jordi and the sansam na tuga ese koba ese me pacho Lamine Yamal Ramo Bernabeu na okwa excel no mo kran no man of the match Ben tattoo eso e dey ato no body Manuel Porta 2 days before Clasico owura mu e won pacho support of whoever na one Barcelona supporters eso kwotiti nkoma na opon la porta ne mpanyimfo eni pinamo mu ya kecha mo ba eni ebusa na ba classico na odinsem pituga ese classico so ko wini opanabawa ma extra feeling eya ne manije no esu etimi eye kama enu la porta mami Mbappe ono so agena award Real Madrid player of the month for September Mbappe and the South Bus support man na video no okasaye Mbappe eka na ni charge some da bus support man or better ni teammate say esa o mata na chama player kama na Mbappe say against Barcelona o me ready to epesi wey I man tey important so at the amamo na Mbappe they made 2023-2024 season say Real Madrid players no trash here na omuye video and omo just sending Mbappe as on joining Real Madrid at the biggest club in the world open Mbappe as Super Madrid no na so far on say 4 consecutive Clasico matches last season omo lusu ya no Vini Junior and Mbappe say omo and omo taking responsibilities na omo lusu omo ntimi ntina ho lusu PM 5 times in a row omo ntimi san lusu die besi and no there by Dr. Pedro Luis why indicate say Trent Alexander-Arnold who approach end of recovery na ninjin enche opepa no abeba adwuma am a come on Danny Kaba ono so epepa na bia so atimi aye kama no there by Jude Bellingham as what kasa by the Clasico na yenten some kai or say tactically omunim jomo beye.
In terms of tactically how they play, how we want to play. So it's about managing all those other things now, you know, mental side of the game, the atmosphere obviously is going to be a huge factor. So yeah, those little details that you can take that are going to be key.
Na yedin samni si ebenko mami Lamin Shaman arrive no na nkrofo hwe kakra obepiem ewo Kupra Arena na oba o Kings League na owuram no okobo penalty no osan ekobo penalty ni biem ekokwa share celebrate ye na ne penalty no share no eno ene daso no na osan ene abrante no esa akosia eno eye capital ene ni team na omusha o Clasico no na ne capital team no esu ewinitia eye hovo form biaso ye kama okọ na nimpa eno ede dawo na mepacho ebrenko na mepacho mame emfa we enwie ni nyina ne se urama boy na ye friend no eye Vini Junior ene ne girlfriend Virginia Fonseca na ne girlfriend no ono ene di condition di ama Vini Junior essa Vini Junior be pa na chawo essa obesa ne na tena dia obesa conditions ni influencer no so one I just Vini Junior obepem madu da ema Vini Junior mfani nsie already 2025 ya no mo sha se so mo date na Vini Junior edinasie obeka gabo Italy eba se Vini Junior omo private conversation screenshot to ye adbuy eno na daso ma na no me de breo eno na Vini Junior okopia mo Korea one Brazil national team no and asasa no pop up Vini Junior apology no or the aba wa bonten the apology aba say was Vini Junior admit on cheating on his new girlfriend Virginia Fonseca was say I'm not ashamed to admit that I was careless and we have Vini Junior no obewie no and na odinya mesem ewie na Virginia post Bible verse after Vini Junior publicly apologized. Lord, I commit my way to you and declare that every decision I make today will be according to your will. The Bible text read and no so far until said yeah Vini Junior and the girlfriend Virginia Fonseca Omasaka boom betina babia obeko piano e was Vini Junior ne ko na bibia coming up benaba no bia said the Lamin Jama and Niki Niko aye no e was Vini Junior SUN bisa na ye nyina so na ensama woto ana no pai ye bobo ana fache Saturday sports no memfansina Abu Dhabi any team mfade aka nyina no eso emto so emfa emamo.
Alright, so I can say a quick for Maluta, where Jan and Aswe de Ramo, Ewo, Amanonia. Come on, on Facebook, making kind messages in the Kaka. Also, the bit me after WhatsApp line, also 0207543637. Pedro Wama, Dini Cruz. I was in the best sports joy is loud and clear inside Indianapolis. Kumase, Town or so, Kesben Junction is the main location. And a darling boy Gaza Rooney or say long live Fakye TV. Akable, hi, good morning. I'm watching live from Akema Kiasi, Jamaica. Update me on Barcelona news. Barcelona, all the way, send my greetings, my regards to Mawa. Great Mugabe watching the show live and clear from Bekuku train number 1. Messi all the way, great Mugabe. Bono Cisco Diambo, good morning, champion Abu Dhabi. I'm watching live at Kraso in Bekum West District. At this time round, if Real Madrid lose the match, then they should count themselves out of the La Liga trophy race. Greetings to all Kraso Catholic youth members. Francisco G. Good morning, Abu. I'm watching live from Western North. Madrid will win. And Patrick Mboma, Kotoko, was it good news? Kotoko lose. Enoye Dioduramo, Adam Ibrahim, Abu Trika one of Bembi land. Watching live from Bembi. My darling club, Barcelona is going to be Real Madrid again this season. Thank you, Fakye. Oboy Sabato. Was it Kotoko better luck next time? And I feel Dongo Donald. Please, my name is Donald from BBNA. I want Barcelona they loot at the amount. Fair guessing. Asia Mwaso. Was it the result has nothing to do with the date of the match? Teams in Ghana are substandard compared to other teams in Africa. Evans Ado, Arsenal update. Onyameba Junior West my show. And at the Atuasonomen can Starboy watching the show live and clear at Afumem Airport. Fakye Sport no side. Better line this time to the Porcupine Warriors. And greetings to Amanse Mem Airport Yasma. And my lovely father, no joke. And I'm also the rich logo. Nadia was even the Ghana Premier League Combined 11 can't draw against WAC. Biaga, congratulations to WAC. Watch you live from Akima Safo. And no problem, the team editor, Nyameba Junior. Na just a sure we mean kind. I feel doya na wa check your horror. Labi said 61 and Gideon Kobna. My name is Fakye Isarenche, Western North. Adum Lai. Greeting goes to offer Bugatti say Fabio Jamaica and Adiakaro Neramono Barcelona free Madrid 1. In Ketia Malcon. Hi, I'm watching live from Wenchincha. And Adam Ishaka. Good morning, please. I'm Arafat from Nofe from Ofe Dunkwao. Please, I want you to do debate for me between Ronaldinho and Neymar, who is better dribbler, Emmanuel Ascat Atta. Phobia, if you think it's easy, do watch you live from Ampoho in the Western region. Moses Kobe, good work done. Ray Junior, Ghanaian clubs. And Kofi Ajman, Blackman, Issa, Pick Farm in Accra. Everlasting anointing, I'm watching you live from Cape Coast. Keep up the good work. And I feel my own say, Sitasco GH, Marvelous Sport Ever, Regina Esa, Kofi Agono, and my own say, Nana Tuwazi, Oze Massa is not 5561. Talking about Nas, Scholar Etoja, and you're on aggregate now, face on my own say, William Tano, please. Tano, Year One TV, FMB account, Nanamo. Hi, good morning, Fakye TV, John Boy, Simon, Asante Kotoko, Derek Ramneko. Yejina kan bo ma baba be gin ayeni ti next week die meba be kro no chia fashion no me so ma ba aba be jamu biaga Liverpool is really watch you live from Akima San Francisco Isiba. Good morning, Fakye Sport. I'm watch you live from Mansoda Tano. And I feel Ongaman. Good morning on also no etimi ede eba edine also be timi no de na baba. Yebreni akeke timi am on your Facebook page or Gatuso Junior. Hi, good morning, Abu. You guys are doing fantastic. Greetings to Awanga, Mayo, Dynasty, and Afi Kafajen, and Enoye Dionoso, and Collins Akras. Or they are watching live all the way. Abu DIABY, you so special, too much. Basa Tiki Taka, Basa all the way. Dionoso, Eddie Tuja, and Magniba, Joseph, Real Madrid, Baba Krasi, Ousu Lazy Broga, Abu DIABY. Good morning, the Lazy Broga. And they also the Nadiana Era Mugatuso Junior, Junior, the American kind, and Ayariga Clement. I watch you live from Asankrigwa, Nadia Rebeno, Wallet Boy Yusuf. I'm Wallet Boy, and I watch you live from our table. You guys are really doing well. Keep it up. Man City all the way, Yusuf Abdullah, or the Real Madrid winning. Ebenezer repent. Abu, please. What was the scoreline between WAC and Kotoko? Me pacho, almost share Kotoko 5-1. Nra. Na ameza dena rehopa. Everlasting anointing. American Acadian. Nanamo Junior Isaac watching the show live from Dunkonofe. I welcome my king next week, Wednesday. D4 Aboa and Ponsem. The 4th. Or therefore Akwaba. The Odi Era Mom. Nenonada Misha. Good morning. Amara Fatem said also. Medicare netimi any field. Also to be joining on Facebook for a message. Classic could never cause Enra. Kotoko game no day and I can found 020 0754337. They are okay. We mape. We are for the crowd. The aka. To us. That we are basis here.
Against a Mrena no Shigos, his performance look ugly. None more than 1 time. He does some of the worst things you can see from a genuine striker in football. Now, guys, Mohamed Salah is striker. He's an offensive player. Mo Salah is striker. He is the worst player to have been called the best in the world of football. Progress manager Abu Kumichao, when you say Kumichao, when you tough ne Brakwame. GJ for penny for na mechiamo.
Ade
asabna pesa mechanic meji as at and rock I say announce a cheat. Meji cheat. Asabna pesa mechanic. Waku. This is one of the useless, most useless comment I've ever heard from a useless person.
Oh no. Number 3.
What's it?
Number 3. Comment in the useless, but not only useless. Number 3.
How did he describe Mohamed Salah? Asem we maka ofie ha kan maka tire o say akwada jimifo ye won no onyi no be ye peni jimifo eno se bi nim enye insult o se wo akwada wa jimi a se de ye wa akwada nyansafo onyi ne be ye peni nyansafo akwada ne osua na wa jimi a odi ni jimi nyini movie lewe ana aja ko ne ka na ne santo ne ka se oba ni jimi so san fa jimi ko koku Sadi usalo sa no di because with all due respect say sabi enye nse nhunu na ye postcodes da. How do you describe Mohamed Salah? Say he's one of the worst. Wo na time na all say goals kra no na the ball near ugly. Waku why run was say goals ball ba no.
Even ko kan bi o na mo am wi aba.
Really time na all say goals no ball na papa ben na no.
Say men
ko amonche ya de ba ko a offensive player of free England o mom kuro no so a why wo Premier League man Mohamed Salah enye bi amonche bi aside goals na Harry Kane leading no eno kra no enche chama amonche ya de ba ko ball ne bo goals ne se anasa den you see enkofo we ni se wudi o machi a de bi o mbese wabufu because omuhu ne say enye omo a de akabia anye papa say omo de a eye oman a omo celebrity folding so a generational talent the talent in the generations 100 years na ba kupie senya asem na ba folding with my lazy Mohamed Salah ni boot e bibia to nche but he celebrates uncle for no. Mohamed Salah bibi ni ntia. Na Salah ni ntia yi. Senka scan the crack where say no di ni bia. Ko bete pa.
Oh, but you don't make this comment.
Sa no motie. I don't expect it from somebody like
Schools. I never. The only thing omodo suso omo ho so no. Sa trophies na. Any luck you know Manchester United Ferguson. Sa na longer you know.
I will not disrespect the achievement they had. No, I think that they did well.
No,
with one girl.
Sometimes achieving something.
Yeah.
If you work as a team,
you people
could
it's easier to achieve something than
not at Real Madrid. They're not trying on Real Madrid. So but I don't know saying I'm not
who Liverpool call how many years? 30 years or 33 years. That Premier League no mun team me wana.
Yeah.
Omanya England for other European players are not more than so any on board Liverpool. Were they able to do that for Liverpool? So many team.
Yeah.
It took the man Mohamed Salah. And you're not one but ultimately downplay the effort of Alaji. A Juma or for Liverpool coming back to make sure after 30 years or 33 years and a Premier League on Timingian or do a GB. Champions League on GB.
Or GB.
At the end, one young former Liverpool. Record being at that Anfield what Mo Salah and saying. Premier League in Ankasa record being the woman Salah Humbong.
This. Kwa babi mede ba juma di kese so yara su timi abo juma bo ma ne ma koye kama pere ma ozoro wetimi adjoin e na wa bomode ere wadwe chena ba. Get it boy on Facebook. Good morning Abu. Darling boy Gaza Rooney. Ozi good morning Abu. You are loud and clear in Ija long league Fakye sport. Migiri so bia ho ye ho. And Stephen J. Ozi Abu, you are the great, you are great medase. Nedi odeba ABOU MON-FRI Subriya Benjamin. I'm watching you live inside my room. Keep up the good work. More fire. I'm Benji Okada Rider. Nedi also NTV NKT. Nkran Kwantano no ana. And I'm also Kechi Di Maria. Good morning Abu. I'm Kechi Di Maria watching live from Kronom Boss or the Boasi. My darling club Real Madrid will win against Barcelona tomorrow, inshallah. My regards to baby girl T at Sawaba and Labik Clement. Good morning, I'm Clement. Honorable Kechi Ebuachi Collins. I'm watching the show from I'm watching the show from the best crew. God bless you. Special birthday to my queen Ohenewa Naomi inside Asaman Kese from the CEO of Buzi Graphics, say Buzi, Manso Abodom, and I'm also Cypher GH. I'm a Barca fan, but I don't think Barca will win tomorrow. The other bar, ABOU, no special, baby, I'll call there.
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. I do so here.
There's no one temper.
Dima with that, Dima with that, Dima with that. We've been whacked. Kotoko has been whacked by a whack of Morocco.
Bazim do as a dear wee dear. As a do dear 5 years, she has a open so
but you see,
is he a calm and on the answer man? I Buffy.
Baby, I person maybe
that be a man on the answer near can.
Okay.
Me name's all the way near fra or man on the answer. What you were
working for intimate,
you Matty uncle. I almost want me you a few uncle.
Don't know what's my yada. You can't create your mukru. I won't pay. Most of them Ghana central phone overhype now. When a day, born now, who and drown work for the overhype home. But no, what have man be out now doing so is her so. I said, why I'm catching us say, and Kofu, or me a charm a lion. Or me a chameleon. Version no, my dear Brewa Crash posted the fake version. On the original version and Casablanca. Na masa fuduku card obe kachiri ukruma overhyped weakest work team me the best fridge me aba fia na aba beka was me weakest ni nie na ashe 5 yate na mu wi ma se ja beta mo awo Morocco so onko Libya yate why abeni yenchi ahwefo e mo obi akwa ba gidi so obi ahoye na yeni nkomo born na ye ukrum ha ne de say be yi yankopon ko an nim. Come on, interesting games our whole weekend we na before say meba matches no so aba be di nkomo no. And Bruno Fernandes said the nkomo ahead of weekend the Manchester United on match on Babona o didi nkomo as a skipper for Manchester United and Yebusa ni say office be and a bar over the summer. Saudi Arabia Hilal by aside Hilal and there were other clubs are not interested in him or Saudi or any other. Now chairman explaining ourselves no what can't swim and not talk my comment so I think that I will say ye na ye fa na ye form aba. Oku kai wunchi baby a free a wo ba no. O kai wunchi anye we meba be di we hu komo. Kai wunchi. Uhu baby a free ba. Any baby anya me di wadru ne de wo ya mawa no wo hu bra na wo bo no say de obetutu anam. Advice we advice a ekọ anasem we afutu ekọ de ma footballers are especially part of the world. Abobobo ni be wie ni sika kakra obenya no. Because of maybe mismanagement and now 1 or 2 be now whichra kwakoba na onam na kwakoya stress. These are things that so when winchi any watch is ahead of you you try to protect yourself from things of this nature happening in the future. Now listen to Bruno Fernandes. Ebusani the entire rejected Saudi Arabia. I say money is important to everyone in life. But I'm not in position where I should be counting my money or having problems in the future if I do things right. And like me and my family, we are not the people that spend a lot of money. We like to have luxury and stuff, but we are very aware of how much future we still have ahead of us, how much we want to give to our kids, and how we want them to grow. We both came from families that were not rich. We never missed food on the table, but we are very aware because we still have family in Portugal. My mom has 9 brothers and sisters, and I'm very aware of the difficulties of life. To be honest, when I finish my career, I just want to have a relaxed life in my house, going to the coffee shop sometimes with my family. Sika hu hia pa because they be I mean no din come catch us say even Ecclesiastes 10:19 what draw ho say seri enti no siesie me and some atiasifo ani na sika ya ade nyina enti abo sika de ɛho wɔ mfaso de uye bia pesika. But Bruno Fernandes catch race onim how important sika eye ewa abrabo wo mu nebom de ete ne say life we ya u live no say nyame to unsam kakra ubenya. It is not all time na baby sika wo bia no ubechi si de nyame ya ma no. If you appreciate that na unim wunchi kakra na wenyan you know say ochina bi life after football ewo hwa you invest wisely, you spend wisely. Enye baby a obeti say party wo bia na because over club A because over club B when ya kakra dia to account mu why you say when you skaka maybe a party will be you go there with baby girls, you go there with baby boys, you spend luxurious things and I'll spend music. Think about life in future. So what you say me jaibo nebo and be a life here be living the extravagant life I be living name. Me jaibo nebo and I want to be a sikanema. Bosumi be a sikanema. Aduma ya me and nessa me co pension at the age of 60 and a co pension na bosumi so me 1,000 Ghana, me 2,000 Ghana, me 5,000 Ghana, me yana at the end of the month, you know. Me ntimi nya sa sikani bi ma. If it is 60 years, ne kopem se me free asasu so. And kwadana me do o maba wiase. Abusia omo ho me extend helping hand. At the come so how I'm living my life now. Will I be able to do all those things in future? If you cannot do it, we could minimize your spending. And the money be bro ho yentete so. Ni live life a bit me accommodate so china the source of income no say your retirement and your joy say adwuma ni enye say sika ne mane ma because of ABC investing in it no we will be able to yield another money into our coffers a bit ma aboa me ho ahenhan ni ankonante monten so ankosere sade am yankas eni pasme say di obeje ball obebo e di oye nyina chi no life after football onam enela lasulala eno and I think that is a moral lesson na yen nyina bit ma pick something from it na ye dey aboy bra na owie no and work out say he got the opportunity to leave Manchester United but the sporting project na Ruben Amorim here for Manchester no Amorim sat him down spoke with him and told him say you are still part of the project and what you know coaches and I say penny-for team in penny-for sending it and I don't catch it say the Omoyeno, Omuhuni say Okaho. The wife Ebusan say the Oba Manchester so opesa obey the what team ye. Say untimenya give yourself another chance and try to do that for the club Manchester. And also TSA put them together and will come into conclusion say he will want to stay at Manchester United and fight for the back. And in the dream say as the leader, as the captain of the team, United across so many years are Omunhu trophy. He will be able to guide them back into full positional Omubile. That is one, bringing them into the Champions League football to getting trophies, are respectable trophies for club and friends say Manchester United. And I think that with the motivation, anyhow determine or kakra you see and near start to say pager Ediama club a friend say Barcelona Ebekoyi and also Manchester United Ebekoyi Ediama Brantia the Bruno Fernandes. Kweku moving from Bruno Fernandes any name Messi she goes. How much we?
Yeah.
2 goals me boy. Almost a next for 3-1.
Yeah.
All the round 16th. Now the goal number 901. And now Leo Messi Arsenal. Now so I'm the last 8 matches no Juma Messi aye in the last 8 games I was Ediama Inter Miami no Eddie Tuswa. Look at him. At the age of 38 or 39, but Messi is still growing like a fine palm wine. I did say no Messi more than one Cosno. And Rose and Rich, I was telling you, say Ronaldo need 1,000 goals no Messi. But the Nipa Oma Ronaldo who may this man 8. What it means is that Messi still have 3 years ahead of him. Our club and friends say Inter Miami to play. All other things being equal. So what the national team are himself that World Cup 2-8 say in every year. Messi 8 3 years now can be 4 so maybe in Inter Miami Jumano. And yet they Chama be 2,000. So when team even 30 with America born on Bonnie Howard and the Messi corner, he has not shown any signs of coming down anytime soon. And I think that in the season we will 30. Even if when team now he's 38. In 3 years time he will somewhere 41, right?
Yeah.
So I catch say likely say yeah the former team no Argentina
also boy.
Wako retirement. Kuku. Chama binya 1,000 nibi. Yeah. Leo Messi best 1,000 nibi. The only idea Nanka Ronaldo person unya at the chair Messi because when it comes to Ballon d'Or, Messi has won it more than him. When it comes to trophies, Messi has won it more than him. Goals then Nanka. My point person udidi ho. Said the Messi aye di any aduma na oye. Chairman has his eye on the 1,000 goals. Obien no bit market say Messi is not targeting the 1,000 goals. Baby, and near make kakui. And yet Leo Messi also get 1,000 goals. And you see, these two great players, iconic players, every day I keep saying, say, what they've offered association football, we could be being able to mark their form. The only day I bet so say Messi Ronaldo or Muminu, they are no more in the scene. Young who are television so that is when we will start to recount memories and then near Mahodwa. I can say for you know Ediama Association for nothing that he's paid his dues, he's done everything for association football. So anytime you watch him play, you just need to enjoy moment Kakana Aka or Messi and himself obey my body amen. 38. He says so Ronaldo led with 40 and he's still playing with 38. I still think that Messi have years Kakra and Nima 1,000 goals in the a year Chama be chance on retirement, you know. Obekubia wako now moving from Kakra kana ye walking into games now. He need a home. Okay, dear Classico comes off the Miad Moch now.
And we moment non chato mana mame weekend matches and breakdown now.
That was Santiago Bernabeu. Now prior to the Air Classico, come up with bring ye di Ediapa Air Classico no. And right di Lami Yaman and come as Madrid for the both. And that PK say let's accept Lami as he is. Obviously, he will gain experience. No one is the same at 18 as at 38. Yentia says he's a young boy. Sometimes said he be a penny ebedwe niema home you know answer. Wababekan he is a young boy. Alfena onyin ebantimontia says he will grow into that. But like I stated clearly, Handra said we are Real Madrid ni. Now say something like me yama kind of on tia say ubu afua. Mon kanche mu players say they should do El Park no so watching. So what you now share 4 or 5 it ends everything. But Oman the banner be 2 goals 8 hours. Now the conversation continues. Opening Barca for now say Lusu another appeal now omoye for Hans Flick. So what it means is that Ochina game now ye kwa ko Hans Dieter Flick ends na bench and for my club Barcelona because of suspension unya he will be was runner were instructed the instructions now but for the assistant coach now omo adwuma ni ada. But to think that we are Real Madrid nia Xabi Alonso born the first El Clasico mewa e dey club by friend say Real Madrid now Hansi Flick or that's what na ye di ne ho come on the last 4 El Clasicos last season when the first season Barcelona now 4 El Clasicos are obo any na results na ended down there 4 games 0 defeat 16 goals scored for club the FC Barcelona almost share edit Real Madrid now the next one no more 4-0 El Madrid defeat 5-2 3-2 and then 4-3 saying our results the echo here Edmo opinion friends Hansi Flick and Xabi Alonso will be opinion we by in the first Clasico or say Madrid 4 and all day 4 and 2 and 16 goals so what it means is that the last 4 games Barca Real Madrid averagely say breaking it down Barcelona 4 goals past Real Madrid team no it means that and then Barca is standing favorite based on the last 4 matches Omaba omudi area and they say we are also redeeming Honyame much now. You need Pabako Alonso the first El Clasico enti ono no better na say but Kylian Mbappe needs to redeem his image. Openi Ronaldo mo buy no omo buy na from Akese for we the face of Real Madrid no. Oman got 5 consecutive and so with that helping Real Madrid get good results over club. Your friend said Barcelona. The first 4 ni nyina amfa the 5th game so Osei defeated again now say the big status now Ekutan he's a big boy but in terms of bragging Spain when it comes to playing against Nemesis no a problem Eddie Kylian Mbappe and I think that he needs to lead the charge of Real Madrid especially when it comes to form now Ekutan this season any coupled with the fact that Barcelona misses some of their important figures in the game. No, I'm not blaming him. Because I'm not blaming. I'm only saying he need to stand. Yeah, of course. So say ne from no. Many time Jimmy ko.
No, and no suti like am so make clear about this is ozu ultimate say Cristiano Ronaldo should no mun defend it. Exactly the same thing applied that say
the thing blame what I'm saying is that he need to lead the charge. You know
more bobo. Say that be aka Ronaldo there. Or the just no, it's not like that too. Sometimes you say was him on aka. Maybe the chef free you do.
Also second be refer na why quick I refer me first.
Because you've been saying that me
because you also been saying the other way around.
I don't support that argument. That's why I make us say what's in the outcome. Na me refer. This is a player I have to say no more.
Yes.
What I become as a machine mun defend the job match you no nyere.
That's how catch Ronaldo say omwana omuwini. You also mwana omuwini 88
yo.
Omwana omuwini.
Who say do I don't bulu. You see it's not an individual player. Who make I want say na okano. It's a team, it's not about individual.
I don't know this guy buy goose. Omo any kind of asem ne ba say o se so won ni tifa so ye ni ye probi aboru I say na be boru first you brought that analogy
massa
so I think that Kylian Mbappe need to do everything to get the results for club at event Real Madrid now Madrid and Barca they are just one win separating the two now omu wins in all competitions I don't want to delve much into numbers anyway but when you look at Barcelona I think that Barca say most of important figures more than Real Madrid. Sen Ramo Kache say the Hoyson, Danny Cavalla, anyone who more Makanya, fellow Mendy Munina, back into the force of Real Madrid. But Barcelona will be missing Rafinha. Barcelona will be missing their head coach, Ewa Daga, so clearly tells you that even if Omumi and Lewandowski more any other but so far Rafinha, any Hansi Flick are the two. What they bring on board for Club Barcelona no. On any days, boy, El Clasico. Now, Monsieur, Eddie Freeman, and I think that this is the opportunity for Real Madrid to redeem themselves. But I don't trust Xabi Alonso when it comes to big matches. Since over far Madrid in the games are what we need convincingly all against the smaller clubs, the mid-table teams. But when he plays against the big boys, he does not convince me. And no crown, ball wasn't that convincing. You see, Kokubara said the team Juventus no kwala say big team.
Quality gets your show. So no one will you na show.
So I don't see how convinced now playing against big teams. Koku as it stands now. So how last 4 na kono and extra Barcelona a favorite, but I don't see Barca beating Madrid 5 times in a row. To be very honest,
what score line Yana?
It's going to be overs in the game, probably over 2.5. Every team are perfect in the game. So Madrid, this is one of the games that are difficult for me to predict. I don't think Barcelona beat Madrid at 12 or 5 in a row. But who how Madrid ever say Barcelona say on also in 4-0, 3-0, and now 2-0. if Ombe we the qua, I still see Barcelona getting a goal in this game. But if Vienna ending a draw, I'll not be surprised.
Matibaba
If
ona
Vienna
maba
ending a
beji.
draw, I'll not be
Wa
surprised.
mesa bana maba beji. Kwa ubi ya boko there. I was all bread. Lazy cry. I fat. I fat. Therefore, I dey do we are bread. Need to win that. To win that. Therefore, I cover do we are bread.
That's how no plans on yet.
Kakake.
I mean, we are very fine. Okay. And even Napoli ne Inter Milan in the Serie A. Madika catch the last time say Serie A no me hwe din the way I no see kono. So the first ni who see who league no e ade aba form. And how and your man and so sequence say ya we have a long way to go as a league e wo ya say. Looking at where AC Milan started here. Now me know because AC Milan that's through with 17 points. Now here Napoli and Inter Milan will be about 15. That suggests to me is Italy, no, the way I normally see Kono, we have a long way to go. Juventus started on a bright note. Currently, as we speak, Juventus are 7th. So if you look at how I normally sit here in the Serie A now, this season, an experience in the Belgian league, you know, and said they now. Last season, you had the experience of Antonio Conte winning the league for Napoli. No? This season, too, a experience, a two-horse race between AC Milan and Napoli. Because in terms of experience, when you are already fan Allegri or AC Milan, on any day, or not what penny dues when it comes to the Serie A, winning with AC Milan and winning with Juventus. And also, the Conte here with multiple teams. No? He's also on the verge of doing the same. Just a Conte then will be 3 on the NBA too. So, Sana Echo. But the next game, no. It's not a game that I want to watch for anything because the two teams will come and they will not even sell anything good to ABOU. It's going to be that game that you see a coach sitting deep, trying to get something from the game. And in this case, a very reverend Antonio Conte. But in a normal day, if you look at Christian Kivu as a winner, he's a minnow in coaching. The only thing he did last season that the man probably had the opportunity to coach this Inter Milan team and how I was stressing Napoli. Last season with Parma, but this time around, Obenya Inter Milan, is he going to be able to stress Napoli again and so with Inter Milan now? To be a question that you may answer at the end of the game. But on a normal day, this should be a game that attention, so you see people rushing to go and watch the game. But we know are losing the credibility. We in Castar's room because in a team that we have branch of Kevin De Bruyne, so Ababi Siakai. You get other people coming to make sure say on by game ni no but game no selling my said the GD say selling giving us good football, giving us a lot of a static feeling, you know. This game won't be giving us that, and I think say you know actually how Serie A no and so timi aba for more kakra eluzi. Yes, guy in the Serie A to make sure say we are getting the best of players, we are keeping the best of players and making sure say when we go outside Italy you'll be able to go there and perform. We've seen teams dominate in Italy. When they come out of Italy, a share from. If you talk about Italy teams of ball finals in the past maybe 10 years, you get a couple of teams of ball finals in the maybe 10 years, being the Europa League, being the Conference League, being everything. But you buy a share. The only person that will be my Italy football, winning with Buma. Aside, say, could be unnecessary, and it's something that I think we need massive investment in the Serie A to make sure that we are getting to the level of the best way to make a Air Classico was young Portugal. Now, Air Classico was young Portugal. So, you're a player, now you want to be a star, you want to stamp your stardom. This is the game that one answer presence. Oh, yes, maybe as knows and part. This is a guy that probably is going to be a star in the making. Now, 3 players, now from where I sit, I think they should be dominating discussion after the game. They should be people like Kofi and say, this game, as soon as he did his best, and he's the reason why Real Madrid won. He's the reason why Barcelona won. First off, the 3 players, many of us believe he's a player that Ancelotti man at time by this time and was stamping authority in Kiwias. But when you needed time and no reference Ancelotti, I know he's a player that
Nyoma bia ye kafa no say if given the opportunity, he's going to be the star for Real Madrid no. And said the yaka no one say when there is no match where you need to announce your presence than playing against Barcelona. And looking at Nyoma in this season, you know, he will have everything of the Real Madrid supporters liking him, loving him, and making sure say he is their star boy when he is going to affect and make sure say the game against Barcelona is going to cause havoc to Barcelona. And that is something that I expect Adagule to do. You've seen an understanding between or no any killer Mbappe, Lucien Samin. That is where the last time I compared it to Ozil and see Ronaldo. If they are able to do that, now assist ne Koso and goes ne Kwa. That is where we will start on and 20 MON-FRI. Now one also present in the Classico, you are doing the job for Team FN Real Madrid. The other person will come from Barcelona's side, Fermin Lopez. He scored a goal against Real Madrid in one of their pre-seasons, so she go and also assist, and that opened the door for the La Masia graduates when near the opportunity to play. And also tomorrow, he is a guy that he also needs to stamp the authority on the El Clasico. If you see Lamine Yamal being able to talk and be outspoken, Real Madrid, it's because when he meets them, or the more level, or my performance, outstanding performance, and now you have Real Madrid maybe and then send me a what kind for Real Madrid when I'm for. Said the name says some enjoy beautiful football. They give standing ovation. The same thing of Real Madrid Lamine Yamal, and Fermin Lopez needs to follow suit. So the game against Real Madrid will present a platform for him to announce Nyoma. I said the best signing for Barcelona this the past window was keeping this guy because he almost went to Team FN Chelsea. It would have been one of the mistakes and commit to me because now as we speak, they don't have their grade A players available. Grade A players in terms of more innings or more available. They are going to start for Team FN Barcelona. Rafinha is not there. Couple of times, Lewandowski will be out. Lamine Yamal has been out. But this guy stepped in and made sure that he is giving them the goal that they need. So tomorrow in the El Clasico, he needs to make sure that he's stamping the authority. He's getting the stardom out of this game. And from there, Barca will start to see him as a player, as a project that he's a man that will me at goals and sweat me among. The next one will come from Real Madrid. Around here, very much Antoine. These games, a bad man and Kolani be sometimes to say the no I say pressure for a man for a bob wise and come to na we mono iron time to warm. These games is where they come to the field and not so we are seeing now who's a game no yen any nimbo. Master Antonio need to also stamp the authority in this game if given the opportunity. As to show best start and I was started there for that one I can't say. But the minute that he will be able to get no ball and so making it count. Because Adagula was given the opportunity to play. He seized the opportunity and now if he's not the first on Real Madrid starting 11, he may be second or third. So he will Master Antoine. Now have a team there that honor. Never be a both if not for experience, any age, and but we'll be trying people there because of your age and inexperience. When you get an opportunity to come and play against Barcelona, there is no game in the world that will be a person people want to have attention on it more than the El Clasico. Yeah. So when you get up, make sure he's doing the job for Team FN Real Madrid, and that will let him know I've come to stay and I've got an opportunity to play. So these three players there, I'll go and sit there and I'll be watching them. Or more than person see how they are going to do Nyoma and tomorrow. For Xavi Alonso, if Xavi more any Barcelona players or me had opportunity to play for Barcelona, coach Barcelona, El Clasico no say that you are more there. This is a game that will not so fast any there. Though when you see big games on there, so when you remember player no will be paid. What as a player, you know how a Clasico no mean to Real Madrid supporters. You can't afford to fail. Yeah. At this point where Barcelona team dinner, say coach bet last time you know what bench a difference will move. Yeah. Before or bench or best communicate actually players now so free phone so for someone to pass on the information. But some can't simple wins because a better thing. And Barcelona have that special and that mentality when they are playing against Team FN Real Madrid. I don't know. Always they want to go in and make sure say to a more proper level. Say they are or more else with BB and so Team the film. And I think say and so Timmy Kokoye Jumana be Timmy. I can't predict, not because of the BIA, but because Alonso no big matches in Benin and has a flake catches or magic no when it comes to playing in the El Clasico. But it should be a win for Real Madrid if Alonso wants to continue doing a job, bro, for the period or I think that will be something that a bit my we've seen Ruben Amorim winning back to back with team of Manchester United. Goku Brentford for a team that team of mafia Manchester United pie in recent times are a Brighton for now. And today more ball with Manchester United at Old Trafford. Goku, if you look at how peace about Manchester United move, how in the past maybe 3 weeks I'm saying Ruben Amorim and so man enjoy the peace of mind. I'm sure say he will want to continue to enjoy that peace of mind. And if you want to enjoy that peace of mind, this is a game that is what the consistency here, man. When Chelsea won against Liverpool, we've seen how Chelsea level Nabasro and how they are playing their games. He won against Sunderland, a stubborn side in this season's Premier League. He won against Liverpool, a team that were defending champions, regardless how you see them in recent times and this season, how probably they are struggling. He won against them. That should be a major boost for team of Manchester United going to a Brighton game. They will come and want to cause havoc for team of Manchester United. But Ruben Amorim, together with the players, need to make sure say the peace of money in the team, how they've enjoyed themselves. Now there's nothing like chaos in the Manchester United team, because of the 2 wins to make it 3 wins in a row. I think say a bit Manchester United team a bit Ruben Amorim. A lot of pressure will be off the shoulders, and it will build Manchester United to the level that the person Manchester United drew. The momentum and everything, the confidence and everything will be there. And I think say is a way to go. If one yes I man on that game we could see in China, a be plus 1 minus 2, and it's something that any more team of Manchester United in any way. But Liverpool against Brentford. There have been a lot of discussion with team of Liverpool. Mohamed Salah's issue, and a slot issue, and a lot of Numa and Akoso. If we're a team like Liverpool, now Premier League games now more anyhow must see Enzo any defeat in the games are. Today's game is a game that they need to make sure that they are winning. But you lost against Crystal Palace, you lost against Chelsea, and you lost against Manchester United. But you can't afford to lose against team Brentford. And if you look at Liverpool team and how normal Enzo now the debate is settled. There is nothing like who should start. Even if our friend Alexander Isak is available, debate are settled. A KTK actually said, if given the opportunity to start Liverpool games, he is delivering. And as a coach, as a team, what you want from your player is for him to get a ball at the back of the net. And looking at what he's been able to do since day one, how about team of Liverpool scoring goals for Liverpool when they needed him most? That debate is being settled. There is nothing like who should start now, even when Alexander Isak is available. Referee Ekitike should be the man starting for Liverpool whenever Liverpool also hear somebody to make sure he's scoring goals. We saw Florian Wirtz say he gave 2 assists in the game they played against Frankfurt. I hope this will help him and this will push him to the level that he now will sit here. If you look at the 2 seasons or 3 seasons he played for Bayern for Leverkusen, the performance he gave, what a properly Liverpool for them to go and spend that huge sum of money to bring in Florian Wirtz. That was what we saw in him against Frankfurt. 2 assists in that game. And I hope today it will continue. When given the opportunity to start, he will come to the party and make sure he is giving Liverpool something for them to cheer about. 2 assists in the midweek and a fluke. For him to continue and make sure that he's getting the ball at the back of the net, or getting an assist, will be something that a bit propel, a bit giving confidence going into the season. A lot of things now. Mohamed Salah issue as to him starting, as to him being on the bench, Nini Nano, and a coach in Arsenal. Goku and Ekano. Sometimes coaches or money balls or these are the things that at all. If you look at Anaslot Maka, Liverpool is the biggest job at all. And sometimes when I get to this point, to manage players ago, to make sure you are getting Ubia happy, I have an issue. 2 games were benchy Mohamed Salah on the bench in a Champions League, and Kofa before be answer to me that. Is he going to continue to give him that benching role? And I say he's going to start about defending Mohamed Salah. With the bench now, or the bench, we see Liverpool moving on because the last game was at the bench. We saw Liverpool or Babinya assist to be a commit my pass and my friend to one farmer. Is he going to keep him on the bench again, or he's going to start him? This is where big boss and welcome as a coach.
My name is Tom A.K. Mbappe. I'm watching live from Montonso and I need more update from the El Clasico today. Dodona Luta, Edema. Abu, please, good morning. More updates on the world champion Chelsea Everest from Jene and or DIABY. Liverpool is winning. Good morning, lovely team Diaga. Akim Masafo. Good morning, Abu, you and your crew. Liverpool trash Brentford today. Form is temporary, but class is permanent. We will never walk alone. From Jude Bonsu Baden, aka controller, inside Pokrum, Sawam Noreba, Babi Ram. Good morning, Abu, and the Fakye Sports. I know all your pundits, including you, will go for Madrid win, looking at the current form of the two teams. But trust me, Barcelona will beat them and beat them well. We will beat them without our coach Hansi Flick, Lewandowski, Rafinha, Juan Garcia. So today too, none of you wear Barcelona GC. I will try and bring you some, but I'm from Asaman Kese in the Eastern region. How can you guys get the GC? This is Aruna. GC, no, all the Maka and Sabeka. Why? All the buyers Sabeka. Good afternoon. Good morning, Abu. I'm just saying from Kawasakaka. They will get tired to see our face, but just can't get me out of the race. One versus all, but still Hala Madrid. You're never random. My name is Kintebo from Asin Homoho. As a Fakye Sports, you are the best. Here I say, Kweku Jong, Wasa Saman, Chelsea is the best. Good morning, Abu. Keep the fire blazing. But when I will beat Yanum 4-1 from Ikiaba Kofi Basa, Anino Brown. You are never be rum. No. Good morning, Abu. Must to watch you live inside Yeji. And I wish you good morning, Abu. I wish Kotoko better like next time. Still fabulous. From Nana to Park for Mahiniso and on the buy. Hi, Fakye. I'm William inside Sahi Asanreneso. More update on Chelsea world champions and on the tour. So Neymar from Nim Zongo. Was it more name is it Neymar message in your clear crime. Good morning, Diaby. Is your boy Ogidi and I'm feeling the show at Doma Kwame Sia. I wish my club Kotoko better luck next time. You are the Abu. Good morning. I'm catching him. I watch you live from Chronom. My darling club Real Madrid win against Barcelona tomorrow, inshallah. You are not so the band. My children, the Aboko there.
There we are going to
around that year.
Oh, when I'm dying.
Come up.
Oh, me die. Na, who said, Onyamiba Junior, at the two Boba Park and so. I won't say we are saying no. And yet the open a pet. Oh, the open and a way, and I'm so the pen a may, you know. And I say we will be also right or so join it be BBA pay if in a common. What the NSO got in a brochure military man no. It is a what now guy be attack be say maybe it's too much dollars.
Forget him. I'm going.
Let them be opesade.
No, forget
opesade no.
Young queen. Why?
Sometimes you know and you say
young queen my shoot.
We did this uncommon no.
Share we young queen. Why? The nimbi bi adam be fa.
There be indim komo kakra fanfa Manchester United or not Ricardo Varane say indim komo the fa amo. Now the game that they were playing against Brighton no. I don't see Manchester United somebody may win because of the last 8 matches. How Brighton Hove Albion has been able to dominate over Manchester United. So production being or more last 8 matches now they are also their mamia. Yes, and that's no. Now we check here the last 8 matches. Or more the last 8 matches are Manchester and Brighton Hove Albion team abono. Only 2 matches spent at Manchester for 80 million. It tells you say Brighton the team dominated. Now don't hear the first one. Man U lose by 1-3 against Brighton Hove Albion. The second game, Manchester United lose by 2-1. Third game, Manchester win by 2-0. And the fourth game, Brighton Hove Albion win by 3-1. Fifth game, Brighton Hove Albion win 1-0. Then the sixth game, Ochekia and also Brighton full win here. 7th game, Brighton full to be win here. So that tells you say they've been able to dominate over Manchester United against any other competition or meet me a share or more. Both last two seasons, and even this season, once my year can now bono. I believe that Brighton Hove will beat me are dominating. But then it is good for Ruben Amorim because the last 2 matches are with Timia Bono. He has remained consistent win for the football club. And I believe that currently as we speak, say share choir na Manchester for so dominating with their system with the Ruben Amorim. I believe that look sure ne consistent performance for the Manchester United no. It is actually keeping the 3-back system no at peace at the defensive structure of Manchester United. Not only look sure, but you get Lenny Euro and then Matthias de later. At any moment given in time now, they can easily come in and make sure say they can do that particular job for Manchester United. Not with a 3-back. Ruben Amorim bought 3-back no making sure so or anymore. He will now add that sense of the high line pressing system to his game. So it wasn't that usual effect of Ruben Amorim 3-back. They remain at the central core of the defensive structure. And then some move they became static. But this time around, he played the 3-back and make sure say, "Omobit me about the highline pressing system, just like Hans Flick born or Bonema Barcelona no." And Omasanso make sure so multi track Kubaka. 2 inverted midfielders need me Abe supporting Luke Shaw and then Matthias de Ligt just for them to have a companion close to about 5 solid defenders which on the side of Manchester United. But then I'm looking forward to say in their game he will use Manuel Ugarte and then Bruno Fernandes as these particular 2 basic midfielders who meet my supporting or more in field. Then Brian Mbeumo, Matheus Cunha and then Benjamin Sesko will lead the attacking line from Manchester United. But Hanye so Penipa in the recent games for the side of Brighton Hove Albion we decided games it has been Carlos Baleba. Ruben Amorim should only pray. So Brighton any day in the midfield for Brighton Hove Albion it be very difficult for Manchester United at any moment in time to beat Brighton Hove Albion. Looking at the kind of starter Carlos Baleba Ediama Brighton Hove Albion in the last couple of games about Ediama Manchester United. Now share the last games Carlos Baleba Abo Ediama Brighton Hove Albion. In the last games, when you talk about most of these midfielders, so many a lot of recoveries in the Brighton Hove Albion team, it has been Carlos Baleba. Close to about 14 recoveries in the Winyadema side of Brighton Hove Albion. In terms of interceptions, this particular football club, he has had close to about 76% in terms of interceptions. And then in terms of say Yebo in the into the final third, not only being played as a deep line playmaker, but then sometimes Bono as a number 6. He comes forward, join the offensive progression of Brighton Hove Albion, and also add a lot of balance in terms of say final third delivery passes into the attacking third. And Carlos Baleba has been there, making sure so also beating that maximum passes at this particular football club. But then so we'll check the midfield of Brighton, Ayari and then Carlos Baleba as compared to Manuel Ugarte, Ibiabo Manuel Ugarte, and then Casemiro. Then you placed Bruno Fernandes in the creative role of Manchester United. So one is not limited Bruno Fernandes as a typical traditional number 8. I think say the more to do attacks Bruno Fernandes no ain't me the fine form of Bruno Fernandes now in the best shape of Manchester United, meeting ahead of Brighton Hove Albion in this particular clash about. So now I believe say this will be a consistent winning streak for Brighton Hove Albion. I believe. So maybe Ruben Amorim will try as much as possible to conjure some sort of miracle just to remain consistent in terms of so in the third time this particular season in the last games about Manchester United. It will be over 2.5. But I think Brighton Hove Albion will just slight win ahead of Manchester United. Then we come into this particular game, A Clasico beating Barcelona. Now in the last games, Hans Flick Abodema FC Barcelona. So we'll check the last games. So 72 games, 53 wins for FC Barcelona, 8 draws and 11 losses currently for FC Barcelona in most of the games. So about the Amomo. Now and Ochina game no untimijna the dugout and from the side of FC Barcelona, but then he will try as much as possible. Say obey me every few team most of these tactics. Ediama the second coach for him to deliver it on the field of play. Everything that he will be done now while Ediama this particular play. But then the highline pressing system shouldn't be forgotten. Say that will be the main tactical system of Papa a friend say Hans Flick meeting against Xabi Alonso in this particular clash. So we'll compare these two football coaches. The Biameka say Xabi Alonso money boy, you know, it wasn't something now with Makase ABOU or coach Diama Madrid or a big coach, and then he can easily win against FC Barcelona, meeting against Hans Flick. The best coaches and the big coaches are Xabi Alonso in the realms of football in Olosu. Big coaches. I go to Doshian against Juventus Football Club now. I go to it's not that kind of elite coach I made him reaching in the draw. But then big coaches are Xabi Alonso a performance or share big coaches or perform piano. We don't see Xabi Alonso making sure say the 3 back, sometimes 4 back, sometimes 5 in the midfield, and how fast a possessing the ball no, has been be able to transform for him in most of these particular games. Or share big games, big coaches Untimi Mbobona, Intimi Nkoye Mfama, the side of Xabi Alonso. But then in FIFA one will dictate the pace of Xabi Alonso and how he will try as much as possible to make sure say Obetima stop the neutralization effect of Frankie de Jong and then Pedri in the midfield of the side of FC Barcelona. So we'll check the final 3rd passes completed in the last La Liga games. Both for FC Barcelona and any other football club players, it has been the site of Real Madrid Football Club. Say production the better swamamia. Alvaro Carrera has now no yet left full back on the side of Real Madrid Football Club. So by any move in this particular season, he has remained 114 passes completed for Real Madrid Football Club, followed by Arda Güler. As sometimes Xabi Alonso, if he wants him to control the tempo, he plays him as a traditional number 8. But if he wants him to score a lot of goals, he plays Arda Güler as a number 10. So sometimes also Arda Güler in that particular midfield of Real Madrid Football Club. So as a number 10, that means he wants him to score most of the goals and make a lot of assists to Kylian Mbappe. But if he wants him to control the tempo and make sure so better direct operational display of Madrid, he plays him as a traditional number 8. And in most of these cases, Arda Güler has been able to make 102 passes into the attacking third of Real Madrid Football Club, followed by Federico Valverde of Madrid Football Club. Alonso making close to about 102 passes into the attacking third of Real Madrid Football Club. The only player who comes after the 3 solid players of Real Madrid is Pedri. Alonso making close to about 102 passes for the side of FC Barcelona. So it will be a battle of midfield. Pedri for Barcelona, Frankie de Jong for FC Barcelona. Then you check about Tchouaméni and then Federico Valverde on the as a right fullback, sometimes inverted as an inverted midfielder, and then Eduardo Camavinga stepping in, or Jude Bellingham stepping in as a traditional number 8, and Arda Güler pushing himself to the number 10 positional role. So it will be a defensive battle, as a midfield battle between these particular 2 football players. But then in the last successive games, Pedri Ameka in the last final 3rd passes, or no, a toss of forth with 102 passes now. So we're checking the heat map for the other side of FC Barcelona. It has been outstanding. They have been checking the heat map now. Wow. This is the heat map. Now it tells you say when Barcelona is playing without Pedri currently as to speak, they find it very difficult to play. Now Adam Bettina catcher say, oh Pedri ball now. He's having a masterclass of Xavi, Iniesta, and then sometimes he goes for it as Sergio Busquets or no, he releases balls on time for FC Barcelona. So he has all of these DNA in his football display. Even Hans Flick Bonting, Ababidisa and Comunibida, Ediama, the side of Pedri in the shirt of FC Barcelona. In terms of these kind of passes, Awujandiama, the side of FC Barcelona, in all midfield passes, the final 3 delivery passes, and everything that he has been able to possess for FC Barcelona within 94 passes. And when he stands in the midfield, not only in attacking third, but in terms of recoveries and also in the defensive action of the side of FC Barcelona, he has been able to have a splendid performance for FC Barcelona in the midfield. So that tells you, say, in any moment in time, if you want Barcelona play with master pick up, competing, I'm making sure so Beji Bono at the time and I dictate everything for the midfielder. It will be Pedri in the midfield for the side of FC Barcelona. But the Barcelona recovery heat map and that's no. This has been the heat map for the side of FC Barcelona. Barcelona is known for quick transition. Under Hans Flick, it is a winner born. Now, so winner Oya Wadrian say, oh, so you wouldn't have a quick transition against FC Barcelona. Barca comes in and makes sure that they will have a quick transition. But this season, the last 8 games in the Spanish La Liga,
if you are talking about one particular team and high turnovers quicker, it has been Real Madrid Football Club. But unlike that, no, Barca transitions when it comes to heat map, that's no, has been very good for the side of Hans Flick team called FC Barcelona in terms of defensive action, the midfield action, and even to the attacking third. He has been able to do that kind of thing for the side of FC Barcelona. But so heat map, that's now on recover more. More defensive structure, they recover more in the attacking third of the opponent. So meaning say if you try to play your transition starting from the back, Barcelona can easily press you and get the ball and try as much as possible to score you at any moment in time. But so have Vinicius Junior, the kind of ball Wabodiama Madrid in the last couple of games Wabodiama the side of Real Madrid Football Club. This is the kind of the heat map of Real Madrid Football Club. I'm thinking say if there should be any game changer, someone who can come in and expand and make sure say Obe add a lot of balance into the attacking the Real Madrid Football Club. It might be Vinicius Junior, Kylian Mbappe, and other goal. But ne Fakye and Kasane Vinicius Junior. So Vinicius Junior is born also in the left hand side of Madrid. No making sure also or making a lot of attempt to that. Madrid will win.
Oh, score line, yeah.
Over 2.5, but Madrid will win.
So only score line, this is
many score line say be able to make about 2-1 or 3-1, but Madrid will win. It will be over 2.5.
So the meeting so many times score line.
Bet me.
Maybe on message show movie. But soon I be sure almost I feel almost last year you almost boy and make call.
Yeah.
My dear no on message show movie. La mi ama message show asaka bi asaka show mo. Almost ali o ba return and can't you know on message show. I want to do be share Barcelona na be chu.
So
why chu. Obi a uni bi esere so. Na so I react na no. On me bo sa first one me no show for ne. Who's a man the ball first have. We see am pata sa le be.
Maribebo first half.
No basate. No ni no so no ma san na ni o me mi esa. Di Madrid ne basa de that na she know exactly be ba ona no ball matches well near about the best sports show from the best crew. God bless you. Special birthday to Queen on Henewa Naomi inside Saman Kese. No yet you no so ebo modem daddy ebaye. Good morning, watch you live from Tos. Baza is running the Kamian Classico from Seamuzu at Tos. My name is Believer Answer. My choice is I'm a Chelsea fan, and you already know Chelsea and Barcelona will play. Chelsea will kill Barca. You are also good morning, Fakye Sport. I'm watching live from Kofoidia. Please, I want update at Manchester City. This is a wake-up call for Ghanaian clubs because it's becoming known that we can't compete with the North Africans club. I'm Nana Kwame, Lexi. You're nearby. Good morning, Fakye TV. Real Madrid all the way. Ken Salasti is my name. Real Madrid is winning 7-2. Or the 5 emojis be a Ramo. Hi, I'm Teaspoon. Watch you live from Pristia. Barcelona thinks the past season is the same as the current season. But they don't know that Real Madrid also thought the same last 2 seasons. Hashtag Hala Madrid. That's why. So, Atuli Pepe. Watch you live from Bekum. Greetings to King Luther Joe. So I Fakye TV, good morning. I watch you live from Enchi Kwanta number 2. Nana Bujawan, you're there, please, good morning, Fakye Sport. I try you guys are doing well. By God's grace, you are doing very well. True to be told, I'm a Real Madrid fan, but Leo Messi performance these days has put pressure on my goods, Cristiano Ronaldo. And also, what Yama said was just a motivation message to Real Madrid players, which they have used it to shout his. They have to use it to shout his mouth down, the same way he did against Portugal, the Euros final, and Portugal did. So Real Madrid players do it on the page tomorrow to calm him down, so that he will stop bragging. Hashtag Ala Madrid Ambra Bible from Shama. Secondly, no, Hi, good morning. Please, more updates for Real Madrid. I'm James from Poho. James, that is why I thought Karim Zito said he's not beating twice. And for this. Good morning, Fakye TV. You guys are doing a great job. Baza will surely win tomorrow. Let me use this opportunity. Mr. Romobana, I don't know your deal. To wish my dear friend happy belated birthday, Fakye Francis inside for Fadin. Hold on, if you ever Ramukas. Calling is my name inside. Danse Menang Adansi South, to be precise. Barcelona is going to win, God willing, tomorrow. Greetings to my G's. Kizito Logic Cash is all inside Adansi. Menang, thank you. And on the Baba Ramu, one come. But usually the man 020754 3637. I mean, Bobo matches and also my boy near Nehobra.
Magu, Mamenya EPL, the pick. Classic on the account was my head, you know, come up, Italy. So the EPL, I think early kickoff, we can early kickoff. Go now, we have until lunchtime games. Chelsea, Sunderland, Bridge, so Chelsea for the team Sunderland. We know, I can say the last time I only Sunderland, but last match is for Sunderland, only Sunderland, but we league in the 10 years. Last match, we about Sunderland, but Chelsea will beat them. So a straight win for Chelsea and probably over 2.5 in that. We see Chelsea beating them. Newcastle United versus Fulham. A win for Newcastle United. Manchester United, Brighton over 1.5. That game is very difficult in my books. I don't know, Brighton goes from a record against Manchester. But if we in Babama, I think Manchester everything will win. But over 1.5 now, why you see Brentford and Liverpool will go work with this match. Now we have much now. Arsenal Crystal Palace, that is a game to watch over the weekend. And I think that Arsenal have what it takes to get that result. But Crystal Palace, in your way, go ahead. Aston Villa at home to Manchester City. A double chance, Manchester City. Bournemouth versus Nottingham Forest. Yes, Forest are starting to say, we need results and that new manager and deck. But Bournemouth, it will feel Vitality Stadium. They will get a 3 points over Nottingham Forest. Wolves, Everton, Burnley, and then Everton at home to Spurs. A double chance in that game for Everton, the top first. Maybe Tottenham will go, but I don't see them beating Everton.
Mate, but as a palma, Yenya Hene Hombra, your body, your Renas, and then a non common MPC, we could dino Parliament and only the Chemicacra, Member Hokra, Necra, Mena Crananca, and me uncle could you be our voice cram and your buy after all me uncle Gimnoso. You are the Ghana Premier League in any America, near run ranking, and you go as any abo fool, Kumado. There be our teams here, the Coba Africa. Unima never call. Yeah, more can I mean, what? Yeah, Massa, born a beyond Ghana how. I am guys had a manu. Down for a growing young kind of credits. I don't know in Kayi.
And Obi attack him from an opace out. Me, I'm a personal with my mother. So say, I hate Kotoko. Why would I hate Kotoko?
No, sometimes I did. Oh, you honest sometimes. Yeah, my is that the Alcaniano. What's a non-legislative Kupijabo Crapa? Yeah, a bobo in your boy.
Yeah, how can operate you also time?
You can't tell what you told you between winning week.
Now I saw 5. What's your name?
I can't show. No, yes, we need to and cast and Tom play out. A timing. No transnational really feel the original. No, quite be around any issue. But good timing.
Who you own some nearby?
My end now, Hombra. You're about enough with Yaka. I trust with me about your bus.
So, wouldn't be I can refund one. That is true. Player. What born a home or dear? They say, what cost 7 matches on Shiguana? League in the Aboy. And you're feeling about 8 games.
Yeah.
Liga did you draw by team Eba Afcon? Every 1 month, Ekokoji go Kina winning that one. What is the guarantee? Say 8 matches. Matches now, I can hear what that is saying. 38, right?
Yeah.
And Yabo 8. They are saying over 30 games. The salary we know, anything can change. The end of the okay. Your season, you know, now Mohamed Salah say 25 goals, but 30 goals. How will you describe it?
On your shows, is talking from the emotions cause play and moment United about Liverpool. That rivalry in dome. On your shows,
forget of rivalry. Jimmy Carragher and Kokana say Salah has no business playing away matches. Only Liverpool need.
Yeah.
Say England need boy. And I rise to level now Salah drew a Liverpool team. And our bought matches we know me and goals MI and Omoko where Jimmy Carragher would never sit on any platform as he say when this also about a rematch. Because he's an African. The disrespect towards us no, is too much. Mopo Mumpo, there is no club in the world. I'll make sure my success story and before Nkahu. Be anyhow. What is this? Jai no one yet the obey. Na Paul schools. No disrespect. Sabo no nimbo. Beboa.
No, I'm for an acre. You see, sometimes when it's not about Okasa from emotions, or me, I've never ever on any day I don't believe in English players, including Jude Bellingham about Real Madrid.
Fine, I agree with one girl now. Freeban. For school, send in ball. If Obi address it for school to say he's one of the players are more uglier. With upon the achievement and the amount how will you take it? Sometimes comment like this, you expect it from a layman. Somebody you think that the understanding of the game, from that you can take from him. But the new beer, you are called him with respect, say, I grown with him, do a bobby that. He understands what it takes to be a quality footballer. Nobody born by a woman can tell us that Mohamed Salah bought airtime. Nobody. At the end, one year, they should give us here and what to. So when you're back with then we can accept it. Who appreciate you, dear? You see, appreciate you, dear. Do not disrespect a legend, a true legend of the game, in this manner. Assembling in IT, I know I'm kind. I could Jimmy Fu, you know, be penny Jimmy Fu. We shall be any. I didn't go. Graph your daroma. It will be a bit my kind of person can be another actually, but we have no control over that. Yanko upon a born, sir, no sir. They think and see themselves superhumans. Let's allow them to enjoy their superhumanity.
Come to my ball. English players, Marco 10. As or more in England. Come on, mobile. Kuku, until I'm saying, geography to why Jimmy Carragher. Jimmy, I come in here, friend of West Brown. Huh? No, sometimes you face it fact. For Neville. For Neville. Gary Neville. Gary Neville, Ebusino, cause of near more Man United. Me for Neville, me Bob watching the Bible. Me Bob watching for Neville Bible. You know ye. No, sometimes I mean, better. No, how do you tell us Mohamed Salah, a baller, ugly? He's one of the worst you see. Really? And the Premier League, therefore, Papa, Premier League is one of the worst league. Because if he's one of the worst players, I work. Yeah, both Premier League, in the sense I better on about him. And conform match goals power league in all time top scorers. Mohamed Salah say 2 and 3. This is a league now. We see we are singing now. Any league, Papa production help me with Premier League all time top scorers. League now we see we are singing now. And no yeah Papa. And your Papa say league here we are saying. Now one of the worst players ever. 18 the bomb league. Now yeah cup players are all time. Or match goals no do up. And you on one. How can I be worse and be doing best in the best league? How? It does not make sense. Because some year worse, I should be doing that West League. And if I'm worse and I'm doing that in the best league, I'm sorry to say that, Chairman, and the league don't see West.
Ima in C4. Update on PSG. Luta Maudrona Mensa Mawuyo. Good morning. Namazene Rocky 2 R4. MON-FRI Roxana 4 from Takwa Ben. So Spencer Lotela. Bless up ABOU. You good? I'm doing well. The good people of Eja await your positive vibes. Hashtag Ato Taylor. Yeah. Eja Ochia Fachene Yababa Yababe Henani Amadidani. Send the Krana. Ejo Ochi Soccer Fiesta 2025 on the Consulti 130 KFC FC Omone Westlife FC. And the Debebo Nina 3 p.m. so no him FC. Ebebo Meta Work FC. Na RPA Junior. Elso John Manason Goody Stars Yabonia 4:30 p.m. no e Ramuna Nyamwachna matches no etimi asan to aso kama party. More honey winning na more head ram na nyama na year pemfa. Ma member how's I Mr. ABOU? I'm DJ Gabi from DBB. Good job, boss. Congratulations to the Baby United for yesterday's win in the MTN FA Cup match. Yeah, Mama Basomo ya depa. I'm from Dunkwa Basa will destroy Real Madrid. ABOU. Ricardo has given me the best analyst on the Air Classic. I'm Kessie in Serie. You also Ala Madrid. ABOU, I think you guys have been professional throughout this year because people always come to the Facebook to criticize you guys, but you still have no concern on those issues and you still give us the best and opportunity to share our views. The question is, how many TV stations give their viewers the chance to share their views? I wish you guys all the best and pray you guys will be the best international sports analysts in no time. Hashtag ABOU Maestro and hashtag Ricardo Varas. Yeah, that's it. Need the other bar. Yeah, no. Say, I'm going to be a number of media bedua. A cable pass me the deal be at him crank. I'm my mammy. Boy, we are bamu. We are bamu assassin weasel. And the old banner baby dear tema, the chance, 7 city. Sa penny about a cannon. Because Nipa and Fivana or the Obeka. And I was 9 or 6. Yeah, him fire home. You people are doing a good work for Mother Ghana. Keep it up. You're never be ramu and no. Ti Mariana Minkum Kakrani Ninkomonas, Mame, the Premier League fixtures on Ghana, the Anambo, so my cousin never fetch me. A voice and a member back cry. Aye. The Premier League, you know, say this here. And they near my dead here. And there's a next week moon, and a bit me at you. I mean, we create a MTN FA Cup.
No, matches on.
And checking our matches on why I'm here. I was a winning the date in the winning next you know, Monty. My American matches on Mania winner, memorable Botswana, young Queen, never said the name city. So, matches a bit the Ghana Premier League in Northna. How to focus be any good stars. Karela United will be Chief United Mediama. Airball Blacks, Nations, Bebo 11, won their Samates, Airball United, and Young Apostles, and Brikum Chelsea. And then when the matches are weekend, you know, Japan the team are Kosuna na near my day, pay Timmy Mamo. Now, and Ewo Casablanca, Emizena, Asemna, or part the second contract for my work. A show my cabak or went me until a coin and work taking lead, you know, and now 1 minute, T. Ojo any highlight, no. A 2 mape and a kotoko. And the Diana equalizer, the be true sambo, near him, Zadene Barbe fat. That uncle for Nashana. Ye kagum, the who yana say caro, a Roma Makumakum, Amakotoko, Atimubako, Zo, 6 1 on I greet Abwa, Amaneme Timagrabi, my chance for refuse or not, was a Igna, he gave me, and we said in the Mexico, Ghana need our soul bako, Aqua Diego. Now, after the very good stage, the Koroko, Baba Ramu, the group stage, you know, not least, Dreams FC, the way and almost every but I didn't find. From the start, Kokusi, we said in the square, now we need our copy, you know. Any who say you may not confirm it, so maton abetamwa, Edinama Libya, Tima, or Kona, Wakako Bujma, Wamaniama Kuye Diamo. So we confirm the permanent transfer of forward Abetamwa to Libyan side. Al Ali Benghazi, Asante Kotoko is grateful to Abed for his services to the club and his achievement with us. We wish him the very best for the future. So Agogo, Aviator, quite biblim key player, no, ne, or Ramo Libya, Ekobej Medama, El Alababetwason. Abib, Yerum, Name Mama Fair for the Bram. Why?
Wagu Okasa now say Ghana and need that so back. Memo be another. Me Confederation Cup and the draw ne by na mo se Kotoko Ebo Quara we are no team you quara the next we work on. We said it here. Say a last stop. Truth bitter. And what kind of creature we are? People hate you because you're speaking the truth. Football is full of uncertainties. It is true. And sometimes the abnormal happens, but I am there once in a million. And though I'm a catcher, I say Sheriff Terrace for Echo Share Real Madrid, possible in football. Until you see we are now the Sheriff, nobody a man. But before so no be kwa koba no be now intimate na say nka say Sheriff be kwa akose Real Madrid. Oh yes unu no no wa agasa wasere. De bia krom hanko an no so na maka kire say na football dey say develop obi ahu ball no be ku ka na mabusa so obi ahu ball ne ball no. What is Kosovo waje World Cup? Openi Beni aje AFCON. Obi ahu ball ne ball no omo je dada no omo na eje. Ya bo Champions League wi am what say quarterback of them FK Abeji Champions League. Omo je dada no omo na eje. Omo free chire omo ball omo je no. PSG where investment akọ PSG over the years before so maybe do we no. Ask na investors lo nya binje ye. Enti ye obi ahu ball ne obi ahu does not mean say
So what you want to do be a ubuntia, what is ano, what you are. The truth is, Ghanaian clubs are lacking behind. Me maka, Messiah can say, those days, after film days, 2019, I can say, Ghana clubs, it will take us 100 years. As African trophies, and Yanko Poanga, so remember, Mabompire, and Amunyam, so many, me whom my body at Yen Jimmy Jibi. How many years? 6 years, cost 70 frame. I come here 90, another year, and say American. May come back to Kokura as a year 500 years. Unless something changes drastically. Until the last time, I said, in the last 20 years, the biggest club achievement a club here in Ghana, Dream Self said, I don't know, it's a confederation or quarter semi-finals. No. And then, no, it will take us another 20 years if care is not taken before somebody able to marry produce at the end. Because young clubs, it will be difficult for us to compare ourselves to the North Africans. A gap when it comes to infrastructure, when it comes to investment, be beer in football, quality of players, quality of technical bench, everything. Emma club be a valuable club be more than most winning. A gap. Yet in 21st century, even training ground a yet modern, a yet befitting Kotoko Nibi. Or Koboma Chetia work, I must see a Indian castle of work. And rather know time and I'm a player value, and I'll catch him say, I'm a Tamwa, or meet Maton 500,000, and I'm catching also Unya, or Moba, so maybe so almost to understand Ali Benghazi. $300,000 square, and they careful Munya. I won't disclose the figure and Chababa with him, and we have my mind in Bamba country, because maybe a major figure. $500,000 Munya. And yes, sir, Onimbo Nibu. But a near man say, Koni Mumani works our value, Unyan Drusaniaman, Unyabi. Before you pick player, no what Jessica can say any fun. Development and then near my say the panel pass it through. And no before player or co work no work for player or worker, work with training facilities, I want Germany near my what dear groom player and I'm Sikako player, why invest to play or bad that could actually training. Investment band why you play and more to play $1 million on top. It is high time we understand say Obi and time will be I will not hate Kotoko, I will not hate how to Fuku Sabi. Me club opportunity ya me ready. E dia na ya wo football man, betim dia to Kotoko ne house. Nothing. We that work can anywhere. Se fan base a Kotoko ne house e wo no. Se me wo mu even 1% da. E bia nka menya resources aye bibi. But I don't have it. Indeed, why will I jealous a club like Kotoko? But the truth is that yen free and in can no crunch down for say they down for yen and yet. Kokumeba be di ball home come. But before say me di ball na kasa home come. Rather video na nas uyi me de ba ku ma production. And near my club eye kese no. Before say obeba internet no so abet na Facebook achi. Na wa tro bibi dia tie obi or has nipa ne time Kotoko. Na so very well. We Eliamu one say we players the ball no mu ntime mo. Aziz Dari no that pole. Yeah, cause second half na o can say pole we are okwa akudami. Ya na careful e ball and the embassy no kra ontime nsum. Before say mo be ba be kan bibidi a kire no. Monko stadium create this for your players at Babayara. Then you get moral right. Kweku Kotoko supporters. Before say we be moral right to attack any journalist say or say Kotoko anya into or can create this atmosphere for us. When was the last time we saw this? Blasters matches any stadium it say enumpo omoko fans omonya supporters they are just there sitting national sports one phone and I who so omo cheer up you don't see supporters clapping 90 minutes ewa go promaso ewo kroma
abi what notice bi biare kwa was omo no omo park no ya na ensheda moma but omo supporters ne ba omo be go omo na no
they will intimidate you they will let you feel say baby I have an higher fortress. Moti Chrome ha Kotoko so 4 million, house so 4 million. More match enya attend that men carry last time Kotoko. Ebo match and then you say be on the house and ebo. No nya 10,000 supporters. Mo kai bi amon kan kire me. We kumo kai bi amon kan kire me. Say wa bomb match our Babayara and you on the house na ebo. When you nipa 10,000, even 5,000 they find it difficult to get. We are mo say mo ye for superior supporters. Mo one fans and then you don't have it. Who are Kotoko supporter before you criticize management? So I'm going to bet I'm about to come with the catch but who are fan before some about catch management so I'm going to bet I'm Morocco so on connecting to Libya no ma koton no ma green team no nya ade no team na nkasa kwan ba so mo fanya sika de team no ban e wo se mo ko stadium at club ni nya sika from also that with if you on park team the better is coming to the best of players in the team Kotoko match now come by last post you can use 5 minutes to count the Kotoko supporters. And Kofo when they complimentary ticket back park so be Kotoko match zero. Amondo also say fans mu chase kakorebo. How do you get money to make sure say you maintain quality in your team? There are parts that you blame the Football Association and BBA say sike way league money at the information. Bakweku country be anywhere. Yeah, the only sponsorship money at a whole league in and no penny at the runner clubs. No. A bini baby, the Premier League about EPL clubs are here them all. They are not giving 500 million euros and I said pounds. But it may cost summer. Liverpool, some of the water players will say over 400 million. So as you can see, EPL for the
league no crown over here.
All Drew says he cannot. But every match, park a bomber. Manchester United, how many match years na Manchester United? The park a bomber. People pay a top seasonal ticket time here to make sure say club ni benyesika so that they will bring quality. It is our no Manchester ni na ni bufu no kasa. Say sika na yetua ni nyina no. Mo man ye mepa o deserve ba wo ti kro ma wo nko park. Untua sika for my team no. Uwi anu abe de this century ni bi akasa. Nti ubu afu. Okuma memfa fans le nto nche ni yemra match na kasa so. You see? Say you face reality ni face reality a. Fi when he said they make cannot create down for. Kotoko could have let us understood say you drew you know a lower expectation. But say official of the club or the mouthpiece of the club eba bonte no be catch there say work team wey overhyped. Na central for the year the hype so many bobo e moru su bi asa omo ye the weakest work team out omo since our work team here since 1937 they say yahu a na a motivate obi aso okay ne Kotoko okuyi okoya ade Kuduru park so at 33 seconds na atana kasa boy wom obi timi 6 seconds na no one of the games and that 6 seconds near she go
tie after game no men some no aka
but that would
you tie kakra
and indeed we did put up a fight.
Okay.
But unfortunately and we should accept that.
Okay.
So they deserve to progress even though some of the goals were gifted. And the money a bit worrying. In terms of play here. And they were on top of us.
Okay.
So they deserve to progress. Well, now when you say they will put up a fight. And indeed, we did put up a fight.
Okay.
But unfortunately they were better than us.
Okay.
And we should accept that.
Okay.
So
I will tell you after the game.
I feel you are accept.
So we are better now.
I accept to say work here better than Kotoko. Uti ukrum kro be shell. Ozo overhype. Me catch them say kufu o me ye chame lion, chameleon. Color no mo de chire wa class sports be o make a different color. The real work in the share wo muruku brand. You remember okrum. That is how they play their away games. No mo the results no mo the truth is in terms of quality, they may o be tactically everything they are far gone. Ye embraces and the man entias say yes, yeah, dear Kakra, meet my room had let's encourage ourselves. Mamma, I am raising hopes and Kosuru baby. Say, Abraham, you cannot claim to have what you don't have. A deception, who we are, and now Dr. Mamuba, we can say you can engage in all the propagandas. But when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Send you on one castle, can we the fundamentals here weak? If we have exchange rate expose you because dollar forces 1.17 at a point. And the control of a huge margin. Until Safu Duku engage in all the propaganda, say what team Ninja, you're overhype home. But fundamentals need we can't do Morocco, the exchange rate there 5-1.
No be a no family, you know. Now, I'm a lawyer. You know, he's working for competitors.
Yes, face the reality.
Say, ABA. Na OTB because I me I have issues with you. Boy is all journalists. Lawyer, you must have photocopy. So you expect him to make us work for you and change your Kobudia. It is allow him to say whatever you say.
Face reality.
He says something about no
face reality. Born now, boy, work for a baby. Oh, more than most. But you meet me no more. But we overhype Ghana Central for now more jobs. Next, it means only
yeah, no, Casa from an only point of view. As a club, many member. It's okay, no,
the exchange rate in the 5-1.
And the one was about Casa or me a better.
You do leveler.
you bet me the amount of trunk of food. It is the gospel truth.
I should
everything in football. God no, my dear man. You say, yeah, me na bum. And then say, yeah, so maybe I'm not prepared for more league matches now.
Football, they mean. Football.
Na
nyame be nyame na da bi o mo share. Nyame di ba bi football bi amo. Abi. Na nyame no ball no na ball Morocco for.
And you can
nyame no ball yo no na ball Brazil for.
Mon kan chiro mo. Mon kan chiro.
Mo ko bo ba za mo mpaye na ya mo ko bo no. Na mo tweka ko na mo bo mpaye no. Maza. NGO wo nya de e be short ten. Football ye nyame adwuma. Adwuma no da e corner kokko ball ko ko bi e wa asase so no.
Ya be ho.
Mo ono so na ball mo. Nti yo nkwa na yo de nyame nje wan wada bo nyamo de ma ye moti ana makọ ayi debe billion years na mo nje ayi di kura bi na mo tran fa ne ma di agro ma show
DIABY
and run anki o pizza de be fa wa to dey poto pa
amfa really en ngwase me second goal ni buy no and na me find it very difficult to make a game ni be because of mistake Aziz a committee you know na me find it difficult to make a game no but so all the two in Seniani na se one level up because say goal scoring nearby in there ya shakotoko mum kotoko ya shakotoko ama kotoko team say a team yomo but on a level say o hwe football na kotoko boy now he kwan coach Karim Zito try say opese obo swift counter now or counter I mean, work for because some more offensive. No, can't with 4-4-2. Was started with 5 defenders. Now, about 2 solid midfielders. Now, making sure say so. Not nini na kwa kubi say. In Crawford, don't about 3 back or something. Don't about high pressing system of football. No. Now, players don't understand, especially with the centre backs, because the centre backs are speed. Say be speed no any slow. Omuntimi control echire ho no mu ye omuntimi organize omu ye that's omuntimi dictate pace I think say or highline president of football now but intimi mbo and then na person me can say I don't understand the reason why up to now Omazak enyabo ni bimbo because clearly echire ho and you could see say somebody in the want us or be echire ho why weak. You need someone who can lead the back line of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. It turned out to teacher was like, I didn't know that. I didn't want to problem, man. Because say Ansu Ablo, no, it doesn't work for me. There is no way a coach, also a good elite coach coaching Kumasi Asante Kotoko would ever see or would ever think of picking Ansu at the time I bought Samba O'Neil. At the time I bought Samba O'Neil, at the time I Ubo Ansu, at the time I Ubo Ablo, would ever think of picking these 2 central defenders ahead of Zach? No. It should have been tolerated. And I think Sokoto company for form whatever being the problem it is. Brantia Wabo Brekum Chelsea for so many years. Well experienced defender, someone who knows the ins and outs in our system and also has played very well in Africa. Obe catch him say, "Or Tina Benchama Ansu any Ablo Abo." I mean, can't say Ansu ni Ablo your best players. Omo very good, but Omo caliber no status. They themselves, the defenders, no credit them say, "Omo nimbo chen fan chen Zach." We saw him against the Presidential Cup when he played for Kotoko against House of Oak. Look at the calmness. Look at the kind of ball the Marco Masandoko at that time, and Enra. They needed someone who can structure it whole year. Samba O'Neil will have a sound peace of mind just to concentrate in the midfield. Samba will anyone also because he knows and Crawford no mujination but 3 back line no one yard. Ansu and Ablo somebody himself or quite should be bread the assembly back into a qua no tete. You see, Karim Zito, sometimes you're a good coach, but Yabi losing your Kotoko lose now check it. The last 14 games are eminent. 6 wins for Kotoko, 6 wins for WAC, 2 draws in APM. The next time Kotoko be share WAC, our WAC best answer Kotoko, then it will be on the motion say WAC. I feel no more dominating against Kumasi and Kotoko. But on a real note, 14 games, 6 wins for Kotoko, 6 wins for WAC. near Fanquin, but 6-1 aggregates Nelson so a PM and say no date na the previous years ago across those scored 6-1 into Ghanaian clubs no and I say on 20 times 10 Ghanaian clubs beko Morocco be 17 defeat in the PM into enkoyi in former Ghanaian clubs Morocco but how much in Bobby 2 minutes and me hwe ni me mo na me hu se kotokofo aton abetamwa na me hu story and I was like kwambe na kotoko mpeni for 3 years ni I know say baby Ghana or minor Babydru and even with the Ghanaian players obi episode to kwan kwa brochi no kopesika from greener pastures I can remember say Samuel Inkum e kwan ba say was so free kotokoko na kotoko mpeni for so musi anon kwan no obo ending of season ni wi na san the following season maton no the busuan full free the chrome swarm who free chrome ba chrome so man ton Samuel Inkum for the free football club the man dey be kotoko for no yes into ya na ho
oh and the
sometimes I need to we need to understand the players and so Lamte situation kotoko wanted to prevent Lamte the busuan for needed to go to Menchia. The Busuafo needed to go to the training grounds of Kotoko. Enko Kanche club they say baby mo baniru so me njana man amomba na ankosi aka on.
I don't know quite a free agent, ara. He left as a free agent.
Say before
extending the contract.
Before say Obabeko no. Uzna Kotoko wanted to sell him.
Oh, okay.
What I said Kotoko wanted to sell him. But players who say was what na. Any Busuafo nya miscommunication between no management and then the family. Say a brand any person kotoko for person prevent no. And obusuafo no reach out to Menchia, reach out to training grounds. So before so who say enye say in net no, now you too late. The same thing me be say me kai player back. On any papa crab abonte me ka kotoko funja any player no nko. Sometimes no, yana me gene ebusuya players ni free moba. Anyhow they want their player to succeed and get something to help the family. But you say, now Kotoko as a football club. We don't know the required amount of Kotoko beton abetamo adenama sa team no. But Sini City Biano, this is a team Kotoko Aboka in the last 2 seasons put up these players. Performance abetamo done it was the consistency of the club and they man that opportunity for him to perform. Now the same Kotoko football club so soon can't keep these players now matete woman. Okoto ne ba he wasn't the abetamwa, it was through Kotoko ne ma abetamwa ya abetamwa. So one necessary measure say was Senka Kumasa and Kotoko take it say at any cost we need to keep these players at least for 3 years.
3 years was na one should keep one more. About 2 years anyway. Na ni 3rd year the bar. Akaka crab na contract no. Is the ameno ka say your players be probably say next season. Omeko as free agent near very high. Eriensu. Ayi
Samba
there.
Kamara.
And akora na the same Peter Mido
akwa.
I should have making what sometimes I don't know. So I don't know me cry na bro me nim say the clubs the BCI.
Meaning they almost sign a contract with these players.
So more far clauses being shimu.
Because Accra off at least so Boko to Kotwazo be 3 seasons Ebeboa club.
I'm not telling you we're a contract.
I'm extending man.
No,
Sikano inti kotoko intimi keep ya korawi.
No, never. So you say player for Pija and performance.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Say ABOU more never translate the clauses be ashamed say. Say player no be bono my result this automatically.
Or say
the 3rd year, 4th year no that be a trigger clause be say in an extent. Say Man you did trigger Harry Maguire. Because United players will brave you on Yadio, but PBB to trigger 1 year contract extension in Abeka. But this will buy a money 3 year flat plus Bianchi. So Bonam Pija, they be tell me to Aquasi. Quite down. So I don't know what ton of money goes here, main can make
how
because I don't the contract now comes.
But DIABY, at this crucial moment of Kotoko, because Kwame Poku be back from injury on that performance, I bring to Moko final by also so performance no enya de ekoyi win e play oje ni moto tontana.
Are you or Jordan let me say?
Oh, the DIABY. Win e star boy oje ni moto to eto tontana de makoma san Kotoko. Abranti Kotoko poster boy. Kotoko right now Kotoko team no Abranti ni poster boy.
So me who kwanya management never so run a football club. Fine, you need money, but you should also think about the longevity of the football club. How you will sustain the way there, mainly Africa we want to penetrate. Either say be reach quarter final or say be reach semi final. We want to use these boys for a project. And yet PSG for use project.
Yeah.
Man City for use project. Even Barca team here that way. Barca say Umniska. But they've been able to keep most of their players over there. So make keep players.
No, now you people are advising them that Omako Africa, Maumebo, NGFA Cup and Orange League normal cycle. Could claim to ABOU or non a veteran and a different coach bar or no legend will your best half and 10 players. I could say 10 players.
Samu.
My show. Now how many times now I veteran I condemn this other than so
say minimum say on Messesa.
I was there.
When you say your management.
Me, I don't know if you be because why you maybe I could go no top player be on a cat. But sometimes now remember for the Barcelona for crew who scam.
DIABY asema wo kan no saa man wo club no mo kire say kotokoto player bi panyin bi enya cat ni bi na panyin bi place you call say na player makofa na ba no kra no ne so mfa so dey say you players ni bi dada o
man show as me I can radio.
Oh me say players no ne some dealings in Kumasi and Tokotoko no. If say oh can ho asem say players be blow Kotoko. Whatever me trust. I be can say blow all the bar because niam na e course within the club no.
No, but
say can say ye can ho asem is no good. But at least this Abetamoa is your poster boy. Keep him for the next 2 seasons. Now make sure say Abrantian will keep him for 2 seasons. Oh, Africa, you need him because definitely you didn't have best as well compete either FA Cup and as a league na yebono. Keep him and now make sure say in the next 2 seasons to come, Uber you soon amanabo. Better no cotton the Malia Abranti alio kuyacha senkwa.
Oh, sorry. People see there's another plan better more. Actually, as a first leg, the second leg in Inalo. He was the moon is a week.
Everyone wants to wait as a Yanto wants him. Serious, everyone.
Also, the agent that came Kotokone Mediama that he scored a hat trick. Juan and Karen Pokuka and your fate, honestly, your fate and go to do. These things, me and your and I mean, the only thing that I am was the timing. At the time that Kotoko DRE war, and in someone who more canning now was that or more and keep you more players.
Yeah.
So that was the conversation. That was the conversation. Yeah, share Kotoko Nano. Many believes there Kotoko team no any bad. You Kotoko team no ya any bad no. The best they can do is to keep their players, and if they keep their players, they are going to perform in the coming years. So Obi a Omudi nko say keep players no na less than 3 hours. Some course now then we see a flyer, and the most annoying part of it one is you who are the war Benghazi for no site, Facebook and Sana Kotoko confirm. Into your Kotokunia at the time that Udia Rehono, your boss to true Minamonia high. That's the only thing. A time in the pet enemy no issues apart from no Kotoko can't keep their players and expect more. Pitami do aqua, so man turn obeko free. Samba will nail or man turn obeko free. Kamara and Rako, who said no any work for President Digital or man turn obeko free. There's something that Kotoko should respect. But the issue, if the players are going, who are they going to replace them with? That is the only thing that I'm Busan wants them. Because if you look at players that could come on before the start of the season, or more by one replace one. If you are a team, I'm not fighting to know. I don't mean to mean but if you are a team, now you're IMC member. That's a tip top player to say Lord Hilary and Dabba team him. Now in the crucial game this season, this was the most important game for Kumasi and Kotoko. The defensive method was not fit enough to start the game. Near see this center back regional FIFA. So what yes sign by and see the thought now need boost questions. If you are not able to give us the needed question, you found a police for no investigating. How do you do that? Lord Hilary and Dabba can't play as a defensive midfielder for Kotoko in a crucial game like this. And then back Kotoko Yesterday we sat here and talked about the fact that he's played with yes, smart into experience. The experience was to be at the bench. Now, we team, that's a we team up. These are to operate. These are the results that you get. Johnson upon back to Koyasi or Koboa himself for Africa. Africa, you have about 4 games, not a single game. That no bench. You should question whoever brought Johnson upon you. Why do you do this to ourselves? About to come here then.
We serious.
Yes, see Africa or Boa himself. But Africa not to go boy. One bench back cry. But this same player need to go. Find that in the buy. No, to no be a fan. Then can't be in channel. Now, you call people out. I am to normally let it go down. Or more than let it go down. For the first one, they failed to play the game at Bawera. Or more let it go down. They failed to oversee proper recruitment. Or more let it go down. They are causing financial loss to the team. If one of the easiest job at this IMC, and it will be already the easiest job. You don't think about going to get sponsors to pay your players, hotels, transportation. You just write budget, go to Fakye, take the money, come and spend. That's why you know will be everything. Management to a power and then you free mind to operate. Will be a more pressure, or more cost but they are failing to. First season, by so my elite, almost signing baby. Second season, almost signing baby. Third season, almost signing baby. Now you were doing now here, no for manager, no manager, no. Goose ba na goose na say no man ko na goose ba na say no man ko. Are you going to sit quietly and see the person to still be your manager? By kotoko so go come. Some people support Omunti na jina chen no be a candidate. They have let kotoko down the IMC. They are doing porous work. 3 seasons they've not learned from their mistake. They be a place bani amomko. They be a place bani amomko. For the game itself, I don't want to talk about it because nearly that. We can't play against them. We can't compete against them. That is the gospel truth. I sat here and I said, these guys from here, they don't play football. They don't play football when they come out. Or park in the crown here. So they are measured in their thinking. They are measured in their playing. A respectable scoreline. The other like I got to say 5-3. That is what they do. When you go to their stadium, they will give you the proper work. They will give you the proper performance.
I will pack and I say, oh, Baba, what's your mother? Be on no more water who be free. Who has no more water, but be no more modern. The time never have a switch and I'm a catcher, be say, but be as easy could I. But being a baby service, and I'm a sacrifice, did not weigh any chill.
That's the supporters 2005.
Obiaka ya chairman I say omuti yedi da opi agina o chen kra kasa no wa onte na onye obi akuku dupa dedi na eba no be panic kakra oh na fe so ma say twa park ni sunsu be kasi nsu ato eno me bi so obi si nye nsu bi ara ato no so strategy ni say omo she da ye ni sa say de be ya ball no to so a eko swift shit it is a uye bi a wasan omo bi petwetwe sa
na the second goal na man buy Aziz pass no.
Aziz pass.
Ndo ball pass na etwi na eko no. No ma fa no ma beche. Bagogu. Dem bia me can say we are. You people think say I have agenda and I have personal attack against Obi. Daniel Kunjo Masan. From Tete. Since I was a kid, na be so akra keto ameba. Yes, we do no mo ye cross no ma show. Omo ye cross no ma show. Bisine. We do not find antidote to Sadian. Bisine. Na ne adwuma be ne no kruma. Opa hwe, omo goals no. First goal na free. Second goal na free. Omo the ball no Collins wa no ma o ma shift. Sa ne dey say sa. Yentimi nya antidote do it.
Alori ma ba ko ebo akoto ba. Oh Kofonu coach ni do baby no. Obe share tight corner because primarily you two quick changes are not na dwe so. Yeah. And so striker no free game no first. Sa kwa no ball 90 minutes and commercial kotoko 7. Pray order on first goal the ball. My show. Say first goal last man in question na the first goal. Akwanage ball to no bo so say ya. Kotoko center back. Or the height ni bibia ball.
That is the system.
Or the say ball no or ball e ba bi ofi be pem ball. Or the height or ya brought his akra. Or the height ni bibia ball. Yes, I nigga we na pm fimu ta masa ayidi number but when you no short no be bi ba kwa we ni bo bia. My shoe kenye.
That is their system.
Omon dia no obo na no share face go.
Yeah, crossing.
So bo wi are he. Obo ko e ba bi ofi be pem ball.
Yeah, crossing. Na ya. Yeah, crossing. And Yablo, the most tolerant defenders of Kotoko center back when he didn't share comes out there.
I show Ablo no. If you chew about the pinballs, I call you Bobo Yankee.
That is how Yoma. Yes. Sano Yoma. Tigo, Yen teams they say ya near Binyano, say ya near Becono, say ya. Because we are not ready to learn. Yes, we are not ready to learn. And the fact that Obia didn't say, yeah, he's somewhere in him. Yesterday it was Kotoko empty stadium. Almost a half 6 full stadium. Kotoko 5. That is the jubilation. At this point in time, that Kotoko Abobo Yasha Kotoko 5. No, you are thinking about half. I said 6, and why I said 5. It's the more reason why we are where we are now. And no more dinner. And some you're born is you know Kruma. I say you're born Ghana. So the best thing is fast out 2 slots now. Cano back for Champions League no, back for Confederation Cup no, fast car for the moment. Because you know, a match clearly say they play the game here, and you need a home able. DNA, you share house a Yaniaji, you share baby and good stars a Yaniaji. Apart from no, the Yafi be Yan say be sweet be beer and so at me free.
No, but I said no, dear Carlo, say, oh, dear, only goods and here so far be beer. Now the house is the above, now the compare we are. Be me, my dream. Oh, Sahas, you now, you working. And no crown on a level, no was switching. Was that time I work for quality players channel?
You was playing the Champions League.
Yeah, and a CAF Champions League. That time I had Jabran money at Yatala. No, we now. Yeah. That time I work players are not more. It wasn't players are not more Champions.
For what to be playing this stage, nature as a mom, someone I'm
a form. It's mind you don't compare. No, apart from no, has now more come has a share work crowd.
Yeah.
Or saying one name, no follow But I was home and away. So you don't compare different competition altogether.
That is
that's
me say, and none of the catcher was there. So Kosokwane has the tools and no able league now the better for them. Because the last 3 seasons, teams naturally so winning ball and ball in Kotwano to GB. And the no Kosokwane has never. Said the normal Kuyoma where your heart of life is league, you know. Don't be thinking about Haas. Don't be thinking about Kotoko. Mom prepared to make sure some more game, no.
I'm not keeping them.
Watch us. That is how I engineer you. The way we are doing our things, the way we decide not to learn. Say yeah, from a slow and be here, decided not to learn. And be a results with say careful. 500 my idea, my idea. Who you're more
how do you remember last time Team Equal Africa? I couldn't disastrous performance, you'll perform better.
But who this should be at their back.
And are you sure me to recover from?
But we need to recover. They need to. It's a must. They need to recover. They need to recover. The days will be numbered because when one gets now what told there, they don't even papa. That will be the only thing. As Master was saying, none of the Kotoko center backs. If you want to be fair, the Kotoko center backs. Or when one boy children. No, none of them ever better change their career for you.
About. So for my show, is that a Montema CSZ to replace what Onimo? I'm a fair cycle. Alamo is a good player. But last time I read the first one, then I'm not say so Bohudi Road is a good player.
Yeah.
Last time I can't.
Yeah.
Then it is a player. Is now Unami position about you Roba CC. Maybe report this. He's a player, he's a new player. Say, who are so opposition no, he say, be not say na about today. Only one God is that okay. Apart from the BBR, say, yes, you be a bobo. Accord, maybe Casse, there is nobody who ever convinced and says it to Zakaria of sin. Onimno. Zito nim classes like a crab after Magana. Onim they be called transfer that. Onim that is a player. For bare 3 years, there be about 34 matches, man. Only
defender
they can't initially win
only red card, only yellow card to miss games.
But maybe on the reason because I can hear me, I can have the legends of a baby player. Is that the Abro, you know, Baby Boop or not yet? Until maybe I don't know any reason to man. I don't know about baby cow. You look at, no, as I can and this is here, no more defending the other of a franchise. There's that I know. Or shall see a ball qualifier that was what was 2017 or 2018 and 23. Or boy, a match is winner from Togo. Coco use a qualifier, least Subenia suspension, and them the yellow card one pay.
But DIABY, intimate bass will need no kora, only no, only the favorite.
You see, sometimes on say, your cash will be no more. I don't like you, hey, Manshu. Who said there are some players you are? And this is a prince who issue by. Who's the rest can I actually say? I'm okay, then I'm catch up. They say Prince is a good player. Now for 4 crowd and more than
yeah.
But coach is now called a technical is a good player. Now Ben Kumana here they can. Hey, did man kanjo? Say me this akra na Ben Kumana wedding. Who say your player who odi o ba no na no. Say dia we bet mama so bet me akopa so me kwa ko this particular player. So he scouter. And yes scout you be be say me hwe all round. Yes player na new one so. But would you use this scout who already play the movements about
That's the only thing.
I'm not sure say coaches no be the player view. The only technical member means say do be Zach. Hands on me. But no what eye for players I say we me so odi ma me hwe no ne ade but me just show so omuni no.
Entino number 10 abetamo. No ma Abubakar ne Prince Robertina o man sign obi an.
Wawu. Otoko no wasem no hwe ya obeya na kwakude inchaso. I dem afre for. So when we ya kwasem no. How they do back can lost my shoes. Put in transfer when Ghana teams in say well. Now, I say be ask. Who is also winning your money this but winning your money.
Winning your money.
Winning your money. You also my shoe. Me believe that man shall get be fever no sort.
Meti ase.
There's a Kotoko club. E say we see as show money man near money no. Winning your money. Or go new football win the team. So I say the Kotoko no. Omo de omo pom wan say mo season bi awie. Ya ton young tom player, you just 10 players fine. Now, on the next market, since he's wearing there, or maybe he's 10 players, or best I can for 10 about the ship.
There's a club more running the same.
Two teams to compete with Africa. But so we need an American watch. Some compare Pressy squad, we know this squad is good, you maintain, you know. Naba Coco, ancient, my nine, or best I can for 10. As our coach or 10 channel, yeah, my coach be problem. I don't want to go money in your mobile almost problem.
Yeah.
Tikotokone has already you forget Africa de who Majo was in 600 years with the 100 account 600 years. My farmer friend for 0206 334747 0206 334747 0206 334646 0206 334646 so ba one lower TV set no what in yana akwa ni abo na man daddy said the ABOU will be fire tomorrow. And no ye Tommy AK Mappy, Lady Odeba, Epi Ramu, no, T. Mamma Colo di Cam, about no dear baby Alfrefi.
Hello, your friend is so close.
The battle meet you here.
Now look at what we are master. My brother, I get on my own, but I have best answer on 5. Bye bye.
Mate, men so made us, my far from a battle dear baby Alfrefi. Hello. Hello, call out America.
Hello, Metalka.
Yeah, my battle Dini baby Alfrefi.
But your friend, because I think that you might do is.
Entry,
hello.
Entry, low out TV no na team or out TV na back catchy. Meet you.
Oh, okay. I'm much
Entry meet you.
Chama, why are the Damasini and my family, my Ghana? The echoes of Ghana in the employing for details many. For me, good infrastructure beyond the Boa Ghana. To say a kind of Morocco, Matila, Arab countries are bread. A mokage, no, you're a ball. A mokage, no, you're the bobo, you're what I saw. First half, second half. In the Ghana, even black Sakura Boboa. You must first half, I didn't any pitch. And the competition, similar can has in Luciana, Kotoko Luciana, as the Lucia. Instead of some being team, I'm a team number a cabaret. Only in the kind. It's a Tadia was to you any day soon, and yet they are phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's other than I won't name out the NFL. And to be actually my use on my way, and yet to be a near Sicilian, to what a woman for. Matisoziawa, Obi to go Kina, also good to Chile. No good to Chile, and then next time, if I need that so the job, I was a part of the one.
Martin, I'm far from I'm coming. My father call out the baby Alfrefi.
Yeah, it's active.
The battle meet you.
The first thing that I'm a
lower TV set and why not team or any queen. Why?
Okay. Go for you. Hello.
Now, me and Queen, I'm a for so friend or lower TV set now. Oh,
hello.
Yes, sir. Me patro Udini Juma Joso.
You move what you map. I dare you because half mini stadium, Krukubi, or mobility, agenda Kama Club, and Nathaniel or move a place and only to make a maintain home. No more compete to Africana. Sikasam on ye king now, in I go. Omukle ya na mubudi dino ya tiskia semai. Okay, the way we see Bobo, the Sifa, Omole Waba from Kran, now the compare place, the ultimate and Yapra. In a papa, you say, and maintain on. Now it comes.
Mate, let us have a far from a part of the enemy be our free.
But you're from MK because African in Tampo.
You I'm a part of Tampo walk all there.
But you will call
me too. Yes, you're away a pa.
No question about one person of the as a protocol for. Say, more project and project I this week. Yes, two players will buy the players to fit in this project. We are using these players for this project for 2 or 3 or even 10 years' time. I want to know if they have something like that. Thank you very much.
Mate. Hello. Baby, I'll free. Babajo, me too, Minia.
Maybe you are killing the name.
Me too.
Yɛda ma no mo adwuma pa mo yɛ Ghana ma so yɛ ka na kwɛtrɛ mo yɛ mo me ka te mo bi etwa mu what of Morocco for ya was half for kotokofo the topic na be bia ya half akɔje press na ne so me ka te half for the ewie ne wo mo match e wo kurom ha 1-0 itu wo de ko wa ha mo nchiche mu half for anya 3 points wa ha na o ma ko du 3 points for no one by vote in there. Acquire 6-2 against us. Because for the IFN, the first sign. Yes, I'm the first one. And in I am by one that I
Mate, Mammy Faba could chat on any pigeon. But I don't like chat or Dini baby after me quick one, birthday we and Fenfio. Na nema enkoye kama pretimi emfa ema na yehena yempija yemu Renel akusia ache AJ oko WAG Angels Academy OKG2 ne wenya 5 years na wa omame abawa Sunda Ghana Limited and afi offer Mr. Asari boss anope mi chiapa ne Renel nyina be pinyimpa na erade so man kwatenten no de ahodi wuma Obesa ma unyansa na nema ko ye pere amount abusuan nyina kabom e we show happy birthday ze de opi bia so no emramu kama pen fa mount Renel nyamenhia papa na ye woda no my show ye ko kwekwa na ye nya na mpije mu ne emre no cry emre
there we go am ko swami na ye ko pin business no we shawarma lunch ti wa o kondo shawarma na so wa o pe shawarma bia no o ba kumbo no clean o nya o shawarma na when you cook account na chese o de amboso na bibia timi akoyi na we a branch shawarma opposite New Hotel and a opening shawarma branch no bra na beje wo de na bibia timi akoyi exactly 2:30 me hwe ni mu me wo ho timi hwe so bibia beba ho na bibia timi akoyi e de amai
chako and so na me kaze be kwa kushia we si obo na aboya no anti brother would asaf for manyina munyina nemo dane nyedu e wonse e bana anyimre no from 8 de kono ashase o abo amanema ke ba bia sene flat no wono asori junction ope di brother would asaf for manyina na e be kona yakwa kushia na ya bo na de ma dadi ti erma pe weekend obi ahwe no ye Monday e be saba na dia kibia atwa so ya mam na me show bia ya na masepa
But how me say West? Is he not foreigner? What's the move go Premier League? So, and come over no money yidi.
So I've seen somebody call Richmond Dela Dozie Shensky about Facebook and say it's more or less insult.